What is going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller here. Welcome you all to Being the Asylum, episode 278. Have we got some things to talk about here? And and some things to recap as well when it comes to with the panel here. So, that being said, let's get right to the show. Let's bring in the Omega Red here and the True Jaybird. What is good, guys?
Hey, what's up?
What is up? So yes, folks, we're doing it live and it's unreal.
Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, we're doing it live and it's unreal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you watch the episode, by the way? At least the first episode?
Now I saw the first episode. Yesterday I devoted my whole day to watch the entire episode. And
Really?
it was a fucking chore to get through.
Yeah, because you got the game stroking his own ego on there.
That's it.
And also fat ass Bruce Pritchard. We'll get to him.
Yeah.
His genius idea.
Yeah, but not just him, but it's kind of talked about with the first episode.
Oh man, and by the way, you couldn't help to feel bad for LA Knight, by the way.
I mean, not the first. I'll get to him my way, but
more like LA cry. Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah. But
wow.
But wow. Well, I meant to say was it's kind of with the first season I meant to say, not the first episode, first season of what we saw Unreal. Pretty much the same shit. Except something that was new added. With new faces and other things as well. What came to.
By the way, did you hear what Vince Russo said about one of the clips involving Neil Sky and Triple H?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I didn't see what he said, but I saw like an article.
I did not know what Vince Russo even said about that.
He said that's inappropriate, bro.
Well, actually, pretty much what it was.
Yeah, that's inappropriate, bro. I would have never done that, bro. Triple H is perfect, bro.
Says the guy who's literally did storylines involving Sable and Cotton Candy. So okay.
That was different time, bro. Different time.
Sure.
Well, this was an idiot, so.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, bro. Take that back.
Plus, we already know that would be a lie since didn't Cornette basically say that Russo and Vince Russo and McMahon would literally fantasize about Sable? Didn't he actually say that at one point? I think he said that at one point. Both the Vinces, at the time, Russo and McMahon apparently would fantasize over Sable.
Yeah.
Well, with McMahon, with Vince McMahon, that's kind of concerning.
With Russo, I mean, actually, no, that probably ain't surprising either.
Yeah. I don't blame anyone. Sable was hot back in the day.
I'm not saying she was, but she wasn't. But
yeah,
that'll be very hypocritical of him saying that.
Yeah, but with Vince though, like him fantasizing, I don't want to
talk about McMahon, right? Not Russo.
Yeah, Vince McMahon. Yeah, I don't want to know what he was thinking. I don't want to know. All right. So
but yeah, nevertheless, we'll talk about some things that I saw. And things and surprisingly, you guys will hear something surprising when it comes to me saying something about Unreal. When it comes to what happened.
About who?
Who?
Like, I'm not gonna really mention it. Just saying. Just.
About Triple H.
just tune in, folks, to hear what I got to say about what happened on the show.
Oh, Triple H. The game.
I could care less about Triple H, but
Seth Rollins. I give feelings probably Seth Rollins.
No, Seth Rollins is fine. He didn't bug me. Other than like you guys said, other than Triple H and Bruce Pritchard. But either way, just my overall thoughts of it, basically, it was boring. It was like with season 1. It was boring.
I saw the clip of
It,
the R-Truth, situation. Like what happened there?
yeah. I got a lot to say about that too when we get to it.
Yeah, me too.
I did have a change of opinion about what because it was something that we talked about that whole situation at the time, but we'll get to it. So first, let me first say this. So Jaber, are you available now to be doing now watch alongs?
Yes, I am actually. Yes, I am because now I finally got my new phone today. So yeah,
All right, sweet.
yeah. So
Just want to get that way first because we had to get back to what we left off was Fast and the Furious
Yeah,
yeah,
and starting Royal Rumble.
and
yeah,
also Rumble. That's right.
yeah. So yeah, I
Which
should
we
be.
start off with one of the worst Rumbles, I think.
Which one?
2014.
Oh, brother.
And also 2015.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And
boy.
I guess we'll probably watch last year's too, which I thought
What?
wasn't really good.
What I like.
Yeah, exactly.
What I like to call. What I like to, the 2014, 2015. What I like to call the rumbles that Dane Bryan should have won.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right. So if you're available on Friday, we can I'll get back to Fast and Furious.
We come back to the family movies.
The family. So yes. All right. And we'll forget about the word Rumble for the next week. No week going in.
All right.
All right. So the person I want to bring up first, for you guys, just to get out of the way.
Okay.
There's some things that I forgot to mention. Those things I forgot to mention when I was still on doing the show for BTA when you guys all were gone, and that was TNA making their debut on AMC, calling it Thursday Night Impact.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about it.
I did. I talked about you guys were there.
Well, I already give my thoughts on it. What was it on Christian stream? Kinda, or was it off here when we kind of talked about it?
I think it was off here.
Okay, yeah. Basically, I'll say this: I was not a fan of the show. Not a fan.
Oh yeah, I remember. Actually, we did talk about a little bit of it on your Mrricanjay.
Oh, okay, yeah, we did. Okay, now it's coming back, and I basically said, I was not a fan. I'm just gonna be honest. I was not a fan of the show.
And yes, when it came to the show itself,
I
don't think it was the worst thing ever because I know there's some people say, "Oh, it was the worst TNA show." And
it was the worst. It was the worst debut to a new channel.
Well, I mean, it kind of was. No, it kind of was.
It was the worst show ever. Worst show of the year.
Well, they were trying to make it like it was the worst Impact Wrestling show ever. I'm like, no. But at the same time, though, it doesn't give it a pass of not being bad. That doesn't give it a pass, though. At the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was not a fan of the show.
And
poor pacing. I thought I was honestly kind of bored with the show at some parts. I'll just be honest. And for God's sakes, the Elegant Brand segment. Oh my!
That was one of the worst things on the show.
Yeah, it was. It was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I don't know who the hell in their right mind are watching that. Oh yeah, this is a great television. I don't know who the hell is saying that, but Jesus fucking Christ.
See, and you see what I've been saying about the Elegance Brand?
Well, I was never a fan of them to begin with.
Oh my God, man. It's one of the worst things, man.
Yeah.
No, it's actually the greatest faction in TNA history.
Well, they sure saw they win for that one. Because it was the system.
It's way better than the Aces and Eights. Oh my God. It was way better than Fortune.
So yeah, it was just it was terrible. Like, I'm sorry, the show was terrible. I have to say it. I don't think it's the worst Impact Wrestling show ever, but at the same time, it was still terrible.
Yeah, it could have been much better. The only real saving grace was kind of AJ Styles, being there. But even then, that was enough.
I guess the main event, was good, but then they ruined it with just the terrible, the terrible referee. Just ruined it.
Oh yeah, and
you mean the Big Brother nickname?
Well, no,
that was Genesis. I ain't talking about Genesis. I was talking
about, yeah, I'm sorry. You're talking about
on the same show,
right? Oh yeah, you're right. I almost got confused.
Yeah, but yeah,
And by the way, speaking of him too, it was how terrible is it that he doesn't even appear on the actual live show, but he only appears on a like a YouTube exclusive. Like, really?
Well, that's the thing too, because
there wasn't any time for him to appear at the end of the show. Like, really?
Well, they were doing too much of advertising. These
oh yeah, and then Perez Hilton, yeah, he was fucking terrible.
And Perez Hilton, that's
couldn't he at least get Norman Reedus or Jeffrey Dean Morgan? The guys from The Walking Dead,
or Aaron Paul.
Yeah, him too.
Jesus, man.
Or the guy who plays Rick Grimes. I forgot the actor's name, but you couldn't get him. Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember Andrew Lincoln. Yeah, you couldn't get him.
Okay.
Yeah. If you, I don't know if you ever watched Walking Dead, but that's the main character, Rick Grimes. But yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think you would have been cool to see him on the show, at least in attendance.
Oh yeah. And it sure still didn't help with. Because I didn't notice that. Until I look back at it. Of empty seats that they try to shoot.
I forgot about that.
And those empty seats, you had the reactors on YouTube,
which I did recognize some of them.
I did recognize some of them. Yeah. But what comes to the show itself, it ends up being pretty bad, which it was. But I kind of give it a pass because it was a debut show on AMC. But it was still no excuse of what they did on the show here.
Yeah, I was gonna. I personally don't give them a pass at all. I mean, they should have. If it was gonna be a debut show, they at least should have put their A game on, or at least try to attempt to put their A game on. This just felt like they didn't even try.
Yeah, and some people will excuse because they're gonna get people that had on the show like Danny Luna or Leon Slater because of the visas. Like that's no excuse either.
Leon Slater apparently couldn't make it because of the visa issues, but I mean he did appear on SmackDown, so
yeah. Not even Lance Storm, who works behind the scenes of TNA, I think couldn't be there because
but it's not have Tommy Dreamer to appear.
But it wasn't even about Lance Storm. It was more about
Yeah. You know what? None of the real TNA legend could appear, but you know who could appear? Apparently, Dixie fucking Carter.
Oh my god!
And that's one thing. And that's what I forgot to mention too. By the way,
dude, if I was on that live reaction, you would have heard me eye roll. I'm like, oh my.
Dude, I would have died laughing if I would have died laughing if I said freaking no, Dixieland is back.
Oh my god. I can't believe of all people that
what was your reaction to that? I forgot you did a live reaction. What was your reaction to that when Dixie Carter came out?
First of all, I didn't like it. First of all,
would you say? Like, oh my god! Was that
you're one of the main reasons why TNA were wasn't in the state that it's in. Because you refused to step down. You refused to to let everyone else take control of the company.
And the worst of all, you listen to Russo too much.
No, I didn't. The reason why TNA was down and out because of Hulk Hogan and MVP. That's why.
Sure.
That's why.
Oh my god.
Sure. Okay. Keep telling yourself.
But I love the reaction when she went out there.
She got booed.
She got booed.
She got booed, bro. Like
I was laughing. I was like, yes.
That's why it was so funny because like once I saw her come out and then when she got her reaction, she got booed, bro. I was like, oh my god. bro. You are not. You are not a legend, bro.
We're like, no, we haven't forgotten what you did, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Nope. It's like, bro, you're not a legend, bro. You're not Stephanie. Like, stop.
No.
She tried to be Stephanie
if
McMahon.
Jeff Jarrett appeared, I think he would have gotten cheered at least.
Oh yeah, like, cool. Oh yeah. If Jeff Jarrett was there, Jeff Jarrett. If he
yeah. I agree. He would.
He would have got a huge pop. Yeah.
Unless they decide to bring up his reign of terror.
Well, or
I thought they will.
Or GFW.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was laughing when I saw that, bro. I was like, are they serious? Were they serious?
This is similar what happened with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, the same thing.
Oh yeah, and then Hogan tried lying, saying, "Oh well, you know, brother, the last time I appeared in Hollywood, brother, I was the heel character of NWO, brother." I'm like, "No, you weren't."
No, bro, you were Hulkamania. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's literally his lie he tried to make up.
So full. She was so full of shit, but
yeah, that was full. I'm like, "No, you weren't."
So I was, bro. I was wearing the black.
You really think we forgot about WrestleMania 21 when you were a baby face as the Hulkamania? Yeah, red and yellow. Really?
Well, that's different, brother. That was different because I was beating up to Muslims, so that was different, brother. Different time.
Yeah, brother. Was after 9/11, brother. Oh,
yeah, I mean, it was 4 years after that, so.
Man. But Dixie Carter, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Just like I don't know why trying Hulk Hogan and they were on Netflix was a good idea either.
I mean, shoot, you could have freaking Rockstar Spud. You could have had Rockstar Spud come out there. He would have got a bigger pop.
Yeah. And yeah, she wasn't heavily booed like Hulk Hogan was, but still, man, the fact that that was the reaction they gave her, like maybe it's the best not to
I think it's worse the fact that they even thought it was a great idea to bring her.
Yeah, it's like she's not.
And this is the first time this car showed up on a TNA show. It was Simon Murphy. I think it was last year.
Oh, was it? He was there?
It was last year, or it was last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember, but I remember they brought her up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, bro, like I said, I always saw her as like the soccer mom, like Southern soccer mom, like a knockoff of freaking Devin McMahon. That's like the vibe she gave me. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what's my favorite Dixie Carter moment though? You know what it is? The freaking Team 3D put it through a table. I think it was in New York.
Yeah, New York.
That was such a great moment, bro. And the fans going crazy. That's my favorite moment.
That was great. But also you got the fact too. When the show started with TNA on AMC, it just sounds like he's not gonna really have much to say because we got some wrestling to do, right? And we got 3 matches on the show, which is not really a whole lot of wrestling unless you have the main event, which ends up being a lot longer. But and then too much advertising, commercials after commercials, which I felt it was longer than the matches.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all that being said, when it comes to all that, it's just people's opinions about how for the show, and this is what TNA wrestling is supposed to be about, and they didn't do a good job at it, To me, again, they sometimes they're known to do something like this, but this one felt like it was being taken over by WWE in a way, because WWE is kind of like this too.
By the way,
I mean, it is like this.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you watched it, Robert, but damn, Jim Cornette destroyed, absolutely buried the show.
Yes, he did. I loved it. I listened to that.
I was listening. I'm like, dude, this is gotta be one of the best burials I've heard in a long time.
But
I was dying laughing. Listen to that review,
especially the Elegant brand one. I was laughing.
But
I'm like, I was like, Cornette, I'm glad I'm not the only one who hates that personal concierge guy.
Oh my god!
But funny, like funny you mentioned that because I was actually watching like Jim Cornette segment from TNA, like him confronting Kurt Angle today.
Oh,
so
Yeah.
But wow.
Dude, he even apologized to AEW saying that I take back if you guys.
Yes, he did.
Wrestling show. I'm like, wow.
Wow. You know it's bad when he's apologizing to AEW. You know it's bad.
I'm like, you know what? I can't actually say he's wrong. I actually thought Dynamite that week was better than fucking Impact.
At least we can say what at least we can say about AEW is that they show us a true meaning of total nonstop action when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
No matter how bad you like.
Dude, that's what you know. It's bad when he apologized to AEW saying that I take it back, saying that they were the worst show on weekly television. Like, that's bad.
Oh man. Yeah, they're not trouble though when it comes to feedback and also out came the raise of it, and I heard it was like somewhere from 100,000.
Yeah,
wow.
It was terrible.
Oh, ooh.
Dude, not even AEW has gotten that low. I don't think.
No, they haven't. No.
That. Yeah, they might be in trouble. I'm just gonna be honest. They might be in trouble.
So then they didn't even work on their productions and everything else that they did on the show, to make it a lot better and have a true identity of what they're about.
Just like was said on Cornette's podcast, they don't have their own identity. That's the problem. They're having an identity crisis.
That's what everyone's saying. They don't have an identity. It's like they're trying to beat WWE, and then that it should not be a beat like WWE. They should be what they are, TNA wrestling.
Yeah, TNA wrestling cross the line. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was bad. Like it did not turn out well at all.
Yeah, Robert. I got a great idea that's gonna save TNA. I know something that's gonna fix everything. Just bring back the. Oh boy! Now just bring back the Feats and Fire matches. There you go.
Well, actually, they are bringing that back. They are bringing.
Speaking of which, by the way, that's what they're bringing back. By the way,
they are bringing it back.
Oh, they really are bringing it back.
On Thursday.
Oh my god!
Yes, I heard about this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow! I was just joking. Oh no, they really are bringing it back.
They are bringing it back, and the reason for it is because someone else is gonna be leaving.
Okay, so they're gonna use it as a storyline, like
I thought Joe Hendry already left.
No, not.
I mean,
somebody else. They got someone else in mind that's gonna leave, and no, it's not gonna be the whole time, man. The whole time I resigned with the company.
Oh, come on. Well, I mean, I'm glad for Cody Deaner, but can we just drop this whole hometown man gimmick?
No,
I agree. I mean, unless the idea is for him to win the briefcase and he gets fired, and then we get the real Cody.
And then Cody Deaner comes back. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I actually would love that. Then I'll be like, okay, thank God.
Hey, that'd be the best way to do it.
Thank God they got rid of wannabe Orange Cassidy of TNA.
And then Cody Deaner was like, he's like, hey guys, I'm back in TNA. He's like, didn't you just get fired? Like, oh, what are you talking about?
No. Oh man. I mean, I could see them soon. I could see them do something like that. But same time, I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of Feats and Fire. But because of this situation, because somebody's gonna be leaving.
Who's leaving? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So I guess we have to find out on Thursday and see.
Maybe actually, you know what? Could be Leon Slater if he decides to, sign.
Now he's not in the match. Now he's not in the match because he's a champion.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I guess you would have to lose the title first, and then he could.
He have to lose it.
Well, that's if he decides to go there. No.
Because the briefcase, is to get a championship, and then the other one is obviously you're fired.
Yeah. So
so Feats and Fire is going to include the knockouts, by the way, in case you're wondering. What comes to it?
Oh, they're also doing knockouts.
Yeah. They announced going to be some knockouts.
It's not for the men's, or are they having two for one for women?
It's always been for the men's, but they decided to add some knockouts in there as well because they're going to take full matches for intergender matches. Yeah, and taking a risk in what comes to that.
I mean, as long as it doesn't get ridiculous, like with Tessa Blanchard and
I was trying to do that.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was just watching some TNA stuff today, and I was watching like EC3, like when he got fired. You know,
Oh
when he
yeah,
had the fire briefcase. And that's obviously when he was leaving to go to NXT at the time.
yep.
Um,
That was
Yeah,
recent.
which was the worst mistake he could have ever done.
yeah. Well, I mean, NXT was fine. It's just he got
I
called up
mean,
too early.
little did he know. Yeah, little did he know.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, whoever's leaving, they're most likely either going to WWE or to AEW. Most likely.
Probably. But what comes to the people leaving, like yeah, and no, not Daniel. I was gonna say Daniel. No, I meant to say Killer Kelly leave. Who's gone from the company.
Yeah,
The Rascals are gone from the
Rascals are
company.
gone. By the way, I've
Just
been hearing some
something.
things about the Rascals. I've been hearing about something going on with the Rascals.
Yeah, which
I
one I
heard
want to bring up. I
I
want to bring
heard
up
I
with you
heard
guys.
so about supposedly the real reason why Trey Miguel was let go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Allegedly.
and we will discuss that.
And apparently it's the same fucking libtard
yeah, same solution.
that did the same thing with Jay Briscoe, apparently. The same
Yeah,
libtard.
it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah,
oh no, it's one of those. It's one of those situations.
Yep.
yeah. We'll
Oh
get
my
to it.
god. Oh,
Yeah, we'll get to it because I want to bring that with you guys. I can't talk about it already for a minute, but I'll bring it with you guys when I get a chance.
Yeah,
Um,
this is how you know executives have never had a man in their butt. Has no ounce of manliness right there.
no.
But but like I said, with comes to the Rascals, Killer Kelly, you got Jake something, what comes to Jake something again, because you're not in AEW. How the hell the TNA wrestling dropped the ball with him? What they could have done something with this guy.
Yeah, they could have pushed him. They could have pushed him.
It's
It's
one,
bad
yeah,
when at
it's
least
something.
AW at least gave him a tag team title shot more so than TNA ever did.
Yeah. And obviously they did get the opportunities to go the championships, but the problem is he never wins it. It's just
Yeah.
using him as a a good utility guy, to make it look good, only from not to get anything. He couldn't even be the district major champion at the time when they had the belt around. So so they if it's when it comes to fumbling the ball with someone like Jake something, I don't get how TNA didn't do more of him. Or someone who looks like him, he should have been a lot bigger in TNA. But what comes to other guys, that they're gonna stick around with TNA wrestling, like Steve Macklin, Nick Nemeth. It's the whole time, man. But the the Hardys. Can't remember who else. They said also resign as well. But yeah, they're gonna try to do some of these guys on the show. And again, what comes to what they got to improve, you have to some criticism when it comes to improve some things on of the shows. And based on how everyone feel about the show, you know, that's something they need to take to heart and to really listen to what they got to say about it. Otherwise, you're going to keep driving people away, like how Moose has been doing. Everyone remember?
Yeah. Moose has never been able to handle criticism at all.
No, and this
I'm
shows
sorry,
what is by law.
He's a great wrestler and everything, but Jesus Christ, he's kind of a bitch. No offense, he really is kind of a bitch.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Moose, when it comes to criticism.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I get that you want to stick up for your company. I mean, that's fine and all, but at the same time, man, you're just like, come on.
This was not
seriously.
It was not good what he said. What came into it.
Now, basically, apparently, we're apparently people like us shouldn't be allowed to talk about wrestling because we're never been in the business. That's why.
Never been in the business. Never know how to.
So pretty much, we're not allowed to have an opinion. This is basically what you're saying.
Yeah. At one point, he says, you're allowed to have an opinion, but you can't. But you can't criticize.
What?
Yes, that's basically the tweet was that he tweeted. You can have an opinion, but you cannot criticize.
Yeah, I can. Just what?
I get we're not in the business. I mean, I bet all of us here are in business, to a certain
degree. And that's fucking bullshit. Like, I don't have to be a movie director to know that one bad after another fucking sucks.
Exactly.
Nor do I have to be an actor, a movie director, a film writer, or nothing. It's just a movie set.
No, You don't have to be in the business to know if something sucks. You know.
Yeah, you know what, guys. This, Robert, the scrambled egg you made sucked. You're not allowed to criticize. I will, or you know what? I'm not allowed to criticize this meal right here because I'm not a chef. I'm not 5-star chef.
Yeah. I can't criticize. I can't criticize his meal because I can't cook, so I can't criticize it. Like what?
You know what, Jalen, you can't criticize that apple because you're not a farmer.
Yeah, you're not a farmer. Yeah.
And I don't have to cut a promo to know that Ricochet fucking sucks on the mic.
Oh my god.
Aha!
You know what, Robert? You can't say this right. You're not allowed to say this ride at a carnival sucks because you're not a machine operator, or you didn't build the machine.
Yeah, you didn't build it, so shut up.
Yeah, I was about to say. Well, I better catch myself. You are a machine operator technically, but still.
Yeah.
But you know what, Robert? You're still not allowed to criticize it because you didn't build the machine. You didn't.
Yeah. I guess not.
You know what, guys? I'm not allowed to criticize that piece of shit car in the driveway because I'm not a car manufacturer. That's why.
And when it comes to
stupid fucking logic, like seriously.
And also because of Omega, you don't have to to go into I can't remember what it was. What I was going to say when it comes to a good example, Omega. I'll come back to it. But anyways, the point is, I'm sure I'll come up later. But the point is, this is the type of attitude that moves it's going to be happening to these type of fans. It's that type of attitude that's going to drive people away to not give TNA Wrestling a chance. He may have done more harm and more damage by anyone that everyone want to watch the show and try to give it a chance again to TNA Wrestling after the debut show. So the fact that he did that, you probably lost your chance against fans back now to come back to watching the TNA Wrestling show.
Yeah.
Just take the criticism as it is, and get better with it. If people say they didn't like the show because of this and that or what they did, they had the right to say because they wasted their time on the show, and on top of that, they also wasted their time on watching what I heard, TNA on AMC, debuting, because you also watch it on live streaming on their TNA Plus. The problem was it crashed and never came back.
Oh no!
I heard that happen, and like really, and I want the TNA Plus app, just the live streaming that they do. When it comes to watching TNA on AMC, it crashed.
Really? Oh, that's not good.
And it never came back.
Oh, yeah, that is not good.
That is not good. Yeah, that's not a good look.
So Moose, what you gotta say about those people that wanted to see the show that doesn't have AMC, at all that shit? Are you gonna criticize them by saying, oh yeah, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to.
Yeah, they're not allowed to criticize because we're not an app manufacturer. That's why they didn't create the app.
Get better internet. What?
It wasn't the internet. I'll tell you that much. The internet was fine.
Get a better device. What?
Yeah, and I guarantee that's what I was saying. It was
26. It ain't 2007. Get better internet.
Wow.
That's probably something Moose will say. Just to salvate and defend TNA. The way the TNA
like I said, nothing wrong with defending. Your place of employment. So nothing wrong about that. At the same time,
Yeah,
I mean, people are allowed to criticize it whether you like it or not. So.
Yeah, that wasn't that. That wasn't that.
We don't have to be wrestlers to criticize something.
Yeah, no, I don't have to.
So yeah, they need to do better, and Moose needs to be better of what he says.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Um.
What else we gonna
But how
talk
do you
about?
feel about? But also, how do you guys if you've seen it? If how you feel about Genesis?
I saw some of it. I saw some of what happened. For what I saw, I thought it was good. Um, I thought it was a good show. Uh, I
Wasn't
did,
too
I
bad.
didn't, I did enjoy the triple threat match that they had with Cedric, Joe Hendry, and Moose. I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it
Um,
was good too.
I, obviously, they had to do this since Leon couldn't make it. Um,
Yeah. So this
but
was a substitute match. This was a substitute for 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 John Henry to be a part of it, essentially.
yeah,
But I
so
didn't agree with John Henry winning though.
he's a tough guy. Well, I mean, he was a
Not
tough
only
guy.
because he's not TNA no more. Not saying he should. Not saying completely beat him like whatever, but because again they all looked good in the match. But Cedric Alexander ends up being the fall guy, which he's always been the fall guy for TNA. I don't get why, especially when these two Moose and Cedric Alexander are promised to get a championship match that was supposed to be on that show. So the best you could at least done is had one of those two win and had Joe Hendry be the fall guy. But then again,
No,
look who we're dealing with here: the partnership with WWE and TNA. So Joe Hendry had to win.
I believe in Joe Hendry. And also, I did see, Eddie Edwards versus JDC. I did see that match. I did like his
Mm-hmm.
gear. Like I think it was like it was homage to Terry Funk. Um, which
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a really good match, and I thought it was a cool send off for JDC.
I said, and I said this. I thought this was one of JT's best matches I've ever seen, and unfortunately, is his last.
Yeah, they gave it all out. Yeah, one last day.
He's gonna announce the what was it, the
New member
of the system.
of the system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new member to replace him with the system, or not maybe so.
Yeah, so
You think
maybe
it's someone
someone.
debuted?
Yeah, it's probably either someone debuting or returning. Something.
Probably, yeah. We'll find out until Thursday. So
Well,
Yeah,
when it comes to
Miguel.
returning, who's somebody we haven't seen in a long time in TNA?
maybe.
There's
we'll
one
find out.
tell man. I'm done.
No, God, don't tell me.
No, it's not good. No, I ain't gonna.
If that happens, I'll be like, "Yep, this group's officially a joke. Well, fuck this."
I doubt.
You know what? We might as well. We should have had. You know what? Mr. Iguana was around like a couple years ago. You might as well join the bloodline. Fuck it.
Wow.
But it was
Kenny
also a match where
he's going to run it.
we also had AJ Francis Rich Shine's match against Rich Swann.
Yeah, I did see that. And I remember AJ Francis had he had the redskin colors.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the Commanders?
I'm not saying that.
Nah, they suck anyway. So fuck them.
Oh wow. But yeah, and also I thought just what they added on the match was a waste of time to me was Ryan Limit versus Marshall Day because it only went 5 minutes and like really you couldn't do this on TNA Impact on Thursday.
I could care less about that match, to be honest.
This really didn't
what a waste of Marshall Day's time.
And I get it was supposed to be the program they were in. She kept kicking him and all that, basically embarrassing him. I knew it was going to eventually happen win the match. If they would have had the match, and we did. They had a match and he won, but he cheated though. So in a way, they protected her. I like whatever. And then obviously the main event was Max Santana getting the win over on Frankie Kazarian in his Texas Death Match, whoever the nickname was a referee. But obviously the botch happened where he counted 3 for Max Santana, but Frankie Kazarian gets out. Kind of like what happened with the other referee on TNA on Thursday. There's not Impact. When Max, I think it was the same thing with Max Santana or it was Frankie Kazarian pinning. Yeah, it was Frankie Kazarian pinning Mike Santana. But Mike kicked out, and the referee stood count on 3. And like, oh wait, I'm sorry, no, it's not over. It's yeah, he kicked out. I'm sorry. So almost going. Oh, with the referee who's supposed to be the official referee, the number 1 official referee, and then they never did the same thing. You're like, what the fuck's going on with these referees in TNA?
I don't know. Wish I could tell you.
Well, yeah, but especially if it comes to TNA, TNA needs to do a lot better. But let's just move forward. I think it needs to produce a lot more wrestling and less commercials. So that's my 2 cents of it. And basically that's all there's to it to say. Now, let's talk about AWF here.
What now?
AWF had a show. New Year's. That's right. AWF New Year's Revolution. Now let me first say this.
Yep.
Other than the 2 matches, which I thought was good, and basically it was the co-main event and the main event.
Yep.
The rest of it. First off,
where's this going?
There's matches that were announced, but then beforehand coming to the show, and it's not happening for. And I'll get to it. I'll get to it when we get to it.
I don't remember this.
Yes, so we're gonna get to it, man. And one match I had no idea was gonna be on the card here as well when it was first when you first announced them the card for New Year's Revolution. But again, we'll get to it. You'll find out when we get to it. Even though it has a very good promising. I had some expectations of the show that all right, here we go. This is gonna be a fun show. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, really? Now, really?
God!
Were you Triple H?
Oh my God!
Now you think your shit don't stink? Really? Now, I see how it is.
I'm sorry, but this show was terrible.
This show was terrible. Oh, jeez. Okay, all right. Tell me why. Tell me why. Come on.
Okay. First off, let's get to the first match. And we'll get to everything, in the middle of it as well. So the first match was for the AWF World Tag Team Championships, the Wolfpack versus the LWO. Maybe first is the Wolfpack entrance was pretty cool, but it was very awkward seeing Paul Bearer doing the whole
that was kind of funny though. But we got Hollywood Rem.
Yeah, we do. He was playing the air guitar very well.
Hollywood Rem. But Hollywood Williams, whatever hell he wants to go by.
Yeah, her run go by. Yep. So this match had a promising because it's Wolfpack versus LWO. Not the real members, but but still.
Unreal my ass. Jaber sucks. The game sucks. Jaber stroke his ego more than Triple H.
Oh wow.
And what's up, everyone? What's up, Phoenix King?
Oh, what's up, Phoenix King?
I believe that's Matthew. So what's up, Matthew?
Yes, indeed. Hope you're doing well, man.
Yep, and Tokyo. What's up, Tokyo, as well? So
yes, shout out to the moderator on here, Tokyo.
Yep.
But yeah, so the match starts, and the match was going pretty well, but then shenanigans starts happening.
Okay.
I
think Rosita is going to be the true heel for you on this show.
She sure was. I'll get to more of it later. But she at one point she pulled Strange's leg, foot I should say. And I'm like wow. So this is how it's gonna be, right? And then Paul Bearer starts doing a little distraction to I think it was to either Jose or Angel, whoever was league at the time. And then Rosita starts being a distraction to Strange, and like man, she really is talking Strange here for a reason. And then
she's the easy. Yeah, I guess he's the easy target at the moment.
I guess I don't know why. Because obviously we'll get to why later on as well. But not because of Rosita, but still. But then she starts pulling Strange out of the ring, and the referee sees this, and she starts hitting him like, what's the referee doing? Like he's not doing anything.
So this is basically like House of Torture stuff to you. Basically, is that what you're saying?
That's basically what he didn't
call
for.
Really.
He didn't call for DQ. He saw right there in front of him that she pulled him out and hit him. And what did he do? He adjusts her like, no, disqualify them. They should not. The match should not continue. What the fuck?
They ain't that smart apparently.
So of course the match will continue, and then Angel he pins Strange, right? But yeah, here we go. But it should have been broken up because Strange was near the ropes. And the referee still counted it. I'll get to more why I got ridiculous later on from this one match. So yeah, LWO wins, because of shenanigans. And believe me, this isn't the first shenanigans that happened. We'll get to more shenanigans later on.
Oh God, Robert's gonna have a field day with this.
Oh my God, man! So yes, the Wolfpack got fucking screwed over. Yeah, and again, that's LWO, Lighty and Steel. Blah 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 blah.
Well, I mean, I guess they deserve a rematch, right?
Hopefully, in a steel cage, because
St. Valentine's Day Massacre is coming up, so steel cage.
All right,
is that what you're saying? Steel cage?
I guess so. We get
It's been a while since we had one of those steel cage tag team matches. So
hell yeah, but yeah. So yeah, that was the first match. The second match we got, I got something to say about this too now as well.
Oh boy!
Because we also had shenanigans here too. So, who wasn't involved? The second match. It was the wonderful
your favorite
versus the Rainmaker, who's the AEW International Champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Yep.
Now, I think about this, I noticed about Okada here. He came out and everything, and then I saw the championship belt. Like,
yeah, that's a glitch. That's a glitch. I don't know what the hell happened to the actor.
What the fuck happened there?
I don't know.
So I wrote Okada's too lazy to bring his AEW International Championship belt.
He's too lazy.
So sorry.
Oh my God. So then the match happens, and Okada bled in the match somewhere. Oh yeah, from the beginning, because Otaku already started laying in some punches, and already Okada started bleeding. Like, oh my God, this is the first match right? Already we're getting blood here. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then the shenanigans happens.
So the shenanigans are the stuff that killed it for you, basically. What you're saying.
Basically, pretty much.
So you don't think the matches themselves were bad? It's just the shenanigans were too much. Basically.
It was too much, basically.
Okay.
So the Lyric Tree, constantly were interfering in front of the referee, and they're doing too much, and there were too much distractions as well. And then Maximus got kicked out, but Amanda Williams is still stuck around. But I'm like, this should have ended the DQ as well. They attack Okada. The referee was right there. He saw the whole thing.
You want this referee to be fired, basically?
Yeah, and I'll get to more of him later, by the way, because I wasn't done with him. I'm not done with this referee yet. But yeah, he should have been fired for making the same mistake twice, back to back.
Okay.
So then, Amanda Williamson didn't get kicked out, but Maximus gets kicked out. Oh. And then Wonderful O wins. He becomes the new. Yes.
Yeah, he's the new international champion for AEW.
Yes, he is. But
the strap. He just won a strap.
Okada. He should never lost here. First of all, because his leg was also by the ropes too. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god!
What the fuck is going on with referee?
Robert is having a field day with this. He is having a field day.
I was with my mind watching the show. Like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on with this match? I'm with the show.
So basically, like I said earlier, we're saying the matches themselves you didn't think were bad. It's just too many shenanigans, like shenanigan overload. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't want to take away the performance, because it was some good matches. The first 2 matches were good, but the shenanigans got in the way where I like, oh my god, that.
So I guess your favorite match is when it was basically just strictly 1-on-1. So basically the last 2.
And I wanted to do the Okada 1-for-0 match, but it got room for me because the competent referee allowing the learning tree get involved.
Actually, you know what? Actually, I think there might be a deal breaker of what really made you hate the show. Is that next?
No.
Okay.
So what was the next match here that was not advertised on here, but I'm willing to to be okay with it because it was a rematch from what happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
But the third match was a standby match in a way. It was El Hijo del Muerte with Rosita versus Foxy Knuckles. This wasn't announced. I remember this was not announced, but okay, whatever.
It was a rematch.
So it was a rematch here. So again, here in this match, Rosita too much involvement. She got too much involved in the match here, and then somewhere in the match here, I wrote, "Ref is a fucking idiot."
Referee's a fucking idiot.
The ref is a fucking idiot.
Pretty entertaining now. I gotta admit, I thought you were gonna show me saying that. You know what? I'm gonna take control of this brand because you suck.
I'm gonna for it, but yeah. So it was someone from there.
You're the new Vince Russo. All right, Robert. Let's not go too far.
Yeah, no, obviously not. But no, but this match was all right. It was wasn't anything special other than it's a rematch. But then in the end, it was El Hijo del Muerte. He got the win. And I remember also. I remember now what happened. Referee is an idiot because he's basically facing this turnbuckle and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay.
He make it Rosita out too as well. And while he's facing this turnbuckle, there's one point Fox also got the pin, or maybe it was Muerte got the pin and referee didn't go to it. Whatever. Basically, it was a way to protect both guys in a way. So now they're one piece because Muerte got the win.
Well, I'm thinking we should make I might add a stipulation for the final match between those two, as the tiebreaker.
The final match. All right.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, so I thought it was all right. The match was all right. Yeah.
But I think you think it would feel better with a tiebreaker now if I add a stipulation to their final match.
I guess so.
Maybe 2 out of 3 falls. How about that?
Oh, sweet. 2 out of 3 falls. That'd be fun. All right. Then we get to the 4th match, which ends up being one of the Bray Wyatt Legacy tournament.
Strange. Okay, yeah. This is the one I think you hated, right?
Because of who won. Strange versus Hunter Wheeler. Match happened.
Your boy.
Now, obviously, Strange just went through a match, from the beginning of the show. Try to catch the tag titles. Unfortunately, because of shenanigans, that took control of his body. Just had Hunter Wheeler to take advantage of him. And of what I saw, it was clear dominance from Hunter Wheeler. Strange, has some hits into and all, but
we look at Hunter Wheeler. He's an athletic guy. You gotta admit that.
But Hunter Wheeler, he beat Strange, and I hated it.
He probably threw you. You're like, I'm done. I'm done.
I was like, oh my god, I just want to get to the show now. Let me just get to it.
Okay. All right.
And then the next, and then the next match, that was also not advertised, because I thought it was going to get a women's tag team title match. But it was just a women's championship match instead.
Well, I already said I was going to be on the show. I said before that I was going to be on the show, the women's title match, the winner who won the gauntlet.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I was wondering what happened with the women's tag title match too. But
Oh,
but it
that's
was
the one you're wondering.
yeah, I was wondering how.
I think I might have forgot about that one.
But you know what? That's probably what it was. You know, that Fox and Knuckles and Winter match part replaced it. I guess. But this match itself, Sarah Turner with Nathan Matthews versus Elisa Divine. Like, as it comes to match, like, well, expect some shenanigans, which it wasn't. Which I was actually go with the match itself. It was all right.
No chemistry.
It was all right. That's all I can say from there.
Basically, what you say is no chemistry between the two.
Yeah, I didn't see that much chemistry, but I thought it was all right. Yeah, wasn't.
Well, hopefully after this is finally where it starts to turn around at least a little bit.
Probably, but at least the fine. She mount a comeback. Yeah, because Sarah Turner one point pin her after either her signature move or her finisher move over. I can't remember what it was, but then East Divine starts making a comeback, and then Sarah Turner was backing her off like no, and then that was basically her downfall, and she lost. So yeah, East Divine, she got the pin and the win to retain her championship, but once again, she snatched the championship belt away from the referee. This is the first time she did this.
Maybe she wants the title. I don't know.
This is the first time she did this. I'm like, what is going on with her? She's supposed to be a babyface, and she's acting like a heel. Either that, she thinks the referee is an idiot, and yeah.
Maybe,
she saw what the referee did, in the other shows because she was worried, she might that the referee might screw her.
Yeah.
So whatever the case it is, at this point now, I don't blame her.
All right.
But then we get to Angel Martinez.
Open challenge.
Of his Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge against someone to answer the challenge, and it was Javon Evans. Your boy is bouncy.
I bet you weren't expecting that. You're like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
This was very interesting because first off, it was a very good match. Obviously.
Well, finally, the first positive thing you said.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, other than the two matches that I enjoyed, which is this was one of those two matches, that I did enjoy. It was Javon Evans versus Angel Martinez, and this was a very good match. At one point, the referee did call for a rope break, and the way this was done, so Angel Martinez countered that Javon Evans did, in the beginning of the match. He turns into the the same move that he did to also to Strange in the first match that they had from in the second time match. The same move. Basically normalized suplex where Strange has his foot by the ropes and referee didn't call for a break. But in this case, Javon Evans did have his foot by the ropes, and then referee also calls for the rope break. Like what?
What?
So you called for a rope break for Javon Evans, but you did not do it for Strange from earlier tonight.
I don't know.
Did they pay off the referee or something? Like what the fuck?
I don't know.
Then again, you can't ask LWO these questions because they're probably lie because they lie, cheat, and steal. So what's the point? What's the point of of asking this? They're just going to lie to us.
Wow.
I lied.
Yeah, we lied.
But anyways, but somewhere in the match, Angel Martinez ends up bleeding. But this match ends up being pretty damn good. I thought there was a point where Javon was going to win.
You're probably like, no way, he's going to win.
I was like, is he going to be the first outside wrestler going to win a championship title?
Like a major championship
in AWF?
title.
Yeah, in AWF. I was like, it could happen, but instead it was Angel Martinez getting the win. He beat Javon Evans.
Yep.
But yeah, this was a damn good match. And like finally, a match I could actually put some over on the show.
We'll wait until it gets the next one, the main event.
And then the main event, the Bray Wyatt Legacy tournament between JKP wearing a shirt that says Red and Rebel.
Yeah, it's an old tag team shirt. Trying to play mind games. I see.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Versus AA Omega wearing the shirt that says JKP sucks eggs.
Well, you can play the mind games too. I can play it right back.
Oh man. I mean, the best shirt you could wear is John Gargano lost to a t-shirt.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you for that one.
Oh man. But so match happened, and it's been a pretty damn good match as well. A very good main event match. What comes to two men used to be tag teams and rivals, rehashing their rivalries, and it's been a pretty damn good match. At one point, AA Omega is bleeding the match. And there was a point where I thought JKP was going to win here, but AA Omega as a point, kicking out of the AA.
Or FU. That's what JKP calls it. FU.
Or I call it SD. But
oh, wow.
But yeah, it was a special delivery. But yeah, this is a very good match they had. They had I guess that match before, and in the end,
you're like, this is what chemistry looks like.
Yeah, and in the end, it was AA Omega getting the win. So
basically, you know how to think of it. Remember Batista versus John Cena at what was it, SummerSlam?
Yes.
Yep. Basically, same ending. Basically, that's what you thought of, right?
Yeah. What kind of in a way because even though Cena did kick out of it, when it was done to him, but that to be honest with you, that should have been the finish, by the way. But you said Cena, that should have been the finish.
Yeah.
But as we continue after that, when it comes to Cena and Batista, but anyway, it was whatever. But kind of similar with this one too. But in this case, JKP didn't kick out.
Nope. And the first time ever, actually the first time in like 2 years, I actually beat him in a match finally. I bet you couldn't believe it. You're like, oh shit.
Oh shit! That's it. So I guess what's the mean now? Is this the end of your side of the tournament as well?
Yep. So I'm a back-to-back winner of the Bray Wyatt.
So yes, AA Omega is back-to-back winner of the Bray Wyatt Legacy tournament, which means he will get another crack at the title against the Demonator.
Asylum Mania rematch. I bet you're excited to see this.
Hell yeah! Can't wait to see how this rematch is gonna be.
And JKP was not happy with the match outcome. He was very disappointed.
Nah, because he's too busy sucking eggs. That's why.
Too busy sucking eggs. One of you heard that? Did you hear that?
Maybe that's one of the rumors that were true.
Wow. Wow. But yes.
Oh man.
Demonator versus AA Omega at the Royal Rumble. One Asylum Mania rematch. You can't wait.
Oh man.
You cannot wait for that.
So yes. So far, 2 matches are before Rumble for the Bray Wyatt Legacy tournament winners from different brands. The champions from different brands, and that's gonna be something to look forward to.
So, yeah, so far at the Royal Rumble, obviously the men and women's matches, but also, Natural Born Thriller versus Xavier King and AA Omega versus the Demonator. Officially been confirmed. So,
Woo. Yes.
Maybe I should have Rosita on my side so we can cheat in the match. I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think she's officially become and one show basically became the top heel of the company, but maybe for Robert for the wrong reasons, I guess, right? Became the top heel for the wrong reasons.
So yeah,
or would that still be Hunter Wheeler for you? He's still the top heel, but for you, like you said, for the wrong reason, not the right reason.
Yeah.
Because you still hate him, right? You still hate him. You're like, I hate you.
But that was the show. Again, I was disappointed with the show.
You're probably like, I want to watch TNA Impact on AMC debut. Oh God, no.
Oh God. Oh man, but yeah, it's not the worst. It was not the worst thing I've ever seen for AWF, but holy shit.
So pretty much me and JKP saved the show, along with Angel and Martinez and Javon Evans.
The two matches, yeah, in a way it did start the show. Even the women's match was decent.
Would you at least say me and JKP's match was a 5-star classic by your standards, not by Meltzer standards? But
oh yeah, definitely, it was there indeed.
Oh yeah,
even Javon Evans and Angel Martinez had a good 5-star match.
5-star classic, basically, in your opinion.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, don't worry though. I've heard that Strange, Angel Martinez, and JKP have officially been declared in the Royal Rumble match. So,
hell yeah.
Along with multiple other people too. So,
yep. CJ will also be in the Royal Rumble too.
Jordan will also be in there. I'm assuming, right?
Oh hell yeah.
CN Punk, I think, he's also going to be in there too. So,
yeah, that's right. CN Punk is definitely going to be in the match of the Rumble.
And Austin Wright.
Hell yeah, exactly. Austin Wright is definitely in it, obviously.
And unfortunately for you, Hunter Wheeler.
Oh boy, can't wait for that.
You're like, I want to throw him. You were like, you know what? I want to throw him off the building. Oh
god. You like how in the Money in the Bank simulation match. I mean that the Money in the Bank
the Money in the Bank
cinematic match.
Yeah, when what was it? When Barricom threw Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio off the building. Which, by the way, we did do a live reaction to that, and it was. Yeah, I still hold on to my opinion. It is the worst Money in the Bank ladder match I have ever seen. I still hold on to that.
one of the worst.
It is the worst in my opinion. It is the worst. Because at least the other bad ones, at least it was still a ladder match. I mean, not a good one, but at least it was still a ladder match.
Yeah.
This one was just shit. Like almost indie level bad shit. Just how terrible it was. Like it was bad.
It was. But yeah. So now we're gonna get a chance to talk about a little bit of what happened with Trey Miguel here, folks.
Oh god.
Because this is a situation that is very head scratching in a way.
Yeah, the rascal himself. Trey Miguel.
By the way, you lost. So you saw the ending. You did. All right, you saw it.
Maybe
JKP has no memory of that.
Did they give you PTSD of John Cena Batista's match?
That's okay. He will return win the Rumble.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'm returning to win the Royal Rumble. Yeah. But the difference is I'm not gonna put my spot up in no way. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting my title shot on the line.
Well, in your case, it would be Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber.
No. And then the freaking someone slaps the referee and then it's disqualification. No, we ain't doing that. But continue.
But yeah, before we get to Trey Miguel again, I was comes to CJ going to the Rumble again. Because again, he's going to defend his title, the World Heavyweight Championship against Roy Kawada. And again, a reminder: if he doesn't win, he's going to be if he doesn't win and retain that title, CJ Lone Wolf will be entered the Rumble as the #1 entrant.
Really?
That's right. So he better win. But yeah, now let's get to Trey Miguel here a bit. Trey Miguel of the Rascal. Now we did have the Rascals appearing on Collision, and we all thought it was very strange that Trey Miguel was not there as well. Maybe because maybe some dealing with personal issues with his family, because he dealt with that before 2025. Or
some people at the time thought they were just gonna wait to debut him. For storyline wise, wait to debut him.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that turned out to be the case. Even though, I mean, I kind of wish it was, because at least it would have been, not so bad.
Yeah. So come to find out, after I think I can't remember, it was on a Monday. I'm pretty sure it was Monday of where the news broke that Trey Miguel was released of his AEW contract,
Mm-hmm.
and people speculating, oh, what happened there? Why was he released? After they just signed all four of them. They seem not to have not to be an issue with Trey Miguel coming in if that was uh why they signed him, and then come to find out that he's not there anymore. And stories coming out of the reason why he's been let go is because someone let either let the company AEW knows or Time Warner management to know about his past, and this was back in 2020, which I had no idea about this of it, not even at that time. No one knew about this until it somehow resurfaced. But a comment that Trey Miguel made on Facebook that was just back during the pandemic of 2020, where he made some homophobic comments to troll on Facebook, and somehow this got word to someone, and also Trey Miguel at that time, he did apologize for he said there. And I wonder what's likely that he say that ends up being so bad that this came out for them to see, and why they made this decision to let him go. But basically, I really don't know where actually to find this post of what was said, and how someone even dug this up and to find it just to report this to him about it. But because of that, Jay Miguel, let's see, this was back on the 19th that he tweeted this after the news broke out. So this was on a Monday that he tweeted this, and this is what he said. I've made a lot of mistakes in my time. I've always apologized and did my best to put a better foot forward after. I don't preach hate, and I don't take any pride in being hateful. I'm a man of faith. I believe in forgiveness and only ever preach that. I'm a different person. I'm a different man today. That's what he said. After these comments were made. So obviously this what we said a while back, it resurfaced somehow from someone in the know to let those higher ups know about conceding AEW, and Time Warner management went to Tony Khan about all this, I guess, and Tony Khan had to make the decision to let him go. And so, and we said before, it's similar to what happened with Jay Briscoe, who was part of Ring of Honor, but who was also on the contract with Tony Khan, because Tony Khan did own property of Ring of Honor since it folded. And there was no point of Sinclair of ever bringing it back. It was going to be completely done with it until Tony Khan brought in and came in and snooped it up. And Ring of Honor is what it is right now, which is not the same, but still. But at least he's got the Ring of Honor, and still doing things for Ring of Honor, and he's got the Briscoes, and just we also at the time with the Briscoes being with AW, because they're part of Ring of Honor, that it'll mean that the Briscoes will eventually show up on AW television. But it was also around that time that Jay Briscoe not only just Jay Briscoe, but Mark Briscoe were not allowed to be on AW TV because Time Warner management um um did not like what Jay Briscoe said years ago with his homophobic tweet that he did. Now his was way worse than what Jim Miguel said, obviously, because obviously Jay Briscoe wanted to shoot someone when it comes to try teaching my kids about something about homophobia, son, and I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
Now that didn't all look good either way with Jay Briscoe. And he apologized numerous of times, and he'll continue to apologize to the day he died. But it didn't matter to them, to those that still didn't like his tweet from years ago. And why he and Bert cannot be on the show for AW show. And it definitely did hurt Jay Briscoe to be on the show, but more so it also hurt Mark Briscoe because Mark Briscoe didn't do anything. He didn't say anything look into it, but because he's attacking with Jay Briscoe and all. They basically didn't want anything to do with either guys with being on their shows. But when it comes to being on the network show, and obviously what happened with Jay Briscoe was a tragic happened 3 years ago with him, where they still didn't want had to do with AW mentioning Jay Briscoe. When it comes to when they tried to do a tribute show for Jay Briscoe, but the Time Warner Masters still stood their grounds. Whoever it was that has a grudge against the Briscoes, because of what Jay Briscoe said, and that obviously they got a lot of backlash from a lot of people, and
yes, you did.
yeah, because here's someone like Jay Briscoe who's done a lot for the wrestling business, a lot for the wrestling community, and it's the community of Delaware. And he's a family man. He's got, he's a devoted husband, a devoted father, a devoted uncle as well. Because obviously Mark Briscoe has so many kids. Sometimes we lose count how many kids he has, but yeah, on his last day, that Mark Briscoe unfortunately passed, he was with his daughters. And the fact that Time Warner Management still didn't want AW to do anything for Jay Briscoe. A lot of fans are revoked to them, and they feel like because they look at assholes either way. Even so, but now all of a sudden now all of a sudden they want to to do some by mentioning the Briscoe's names and all that. No, no way the situation to happen, and it shouldn't be that way because if the idea was to mention the Briscoes and the feature and talk about them on the networks, then they would have done. They would just let Micah speak Micah. Let put that all behind them. What he said. If he's truly sorry, then then they will bring him in and all that, and that would been the end of it. Now, would Jay Briscoe was still been with us? Would that whole accident was still been avoided? What happened to him? I don't know. Because because this woman who caused the accident, who's driving the wrong lane, whatever, and again, we still don't know to this day what happened. We don't know what was she thinking when that happened. But
yeah.
But either way. But at least Mark Briscoe has been on TV now because of the first passing, and and the family is doing well. Obviously, after Jay Briscoe, but it shouldn't even be this way because Jay Briscoe should still be here with us, and he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so this is this is basically the same situation with with Trey Miguel, that because he said something that was completely out of line and stupid, he's paying the price for it, and he got let go for it. And Was this mean for Jabez? Trey Miguel. What's it mean for Trey Miguel now? Is he going to go back to TNA? Is he going to you know just be in indie scenes? Well, for now he says he's going to be taking a little break from wrestling, because of this whole situation. But at the same time, like this is ridiculous. Her decided to resurface this whole thing with Trey Miguel said years ago and report to to management of of the network. Basically just ruin his career there. Because who's going to take him after this? Now, obviously, that's gonna be ridiculous. He's because this does not mean he's gonna be blackballed from the business because of something that he said was out of line and stupid. It's ridiculous. Because we have other wrestlers that done far more horrible things than tweeting about something or posting something that's stupid. Hell, just if this a big deal with Trey Miguel being let go, then they should also fire Zachary Wentz. Remember that picture that he had of him having a mustache Hitler, that his wife, his ex-wife, I should say, his ex-wife, because everyone remembers Kimberly, that was his ex-wife, and remember the picture of that being being shared by her because of pettiness and because he was going to leave her because obviously she was causing some toxic relationship out of the two here, which is why WWE at the time when he was Max Carter they let him go because of because of the picture and because of the allegations against him, which was not true. So if you go do that with Trey Miguel, then why can't you not do the same thing to Zachary Wentz here too? Now we all know that it's not all true what happened with Zachary Wentz, but his after that whole thing what happened with Zachary Wentz from years ago, it didn't ruin his career. He's still around. He ends up going back to TNA. He's doing this in Indies and ends up going back to NXT, but this time with his name Zachary Wentz. People at the time remember him as Nash Carter, but when it came to the MSK, but then but then all of a sudden they're gone from TNA and now they're in AEW. So if you're gonna be fair when it comes to letting go someone like Trey Miguel, then you should also do the same thing to Zachary Wentz as well. But they didn't do it because obviously I guess having a Hitler mustache is not as bad than what Trey Miguel said about the gay the gay community because some homophobic comment that he made on Facebook. So obviously this is the situation that Trey Miguel is finds himself in right now, where he's now is out of the job of pro wrestling, because of AEW. Hopefully he does get back into pro wrestling, but right now he says he's going to take a hiatus from wrestling because this whole thing that's going on. And I can't really fault Tony Khan with this because what's Tony Khan going to do? He's going to go against management for that decision. He was given an ultimatum. I believe that. I believe so that that's what he got, an ultimatum when it comes to it. Because we're out there, we're at the TV deal for AEW. You have to be on TBS and NTV, TNT. I meant to say. Without those TV network deals, where's AEW going to go from here? If Tony Khan would went against a lingo of a guy like a Trey Miguel. But that's the situation. That's what Khan had to make. He has to let him go. And obviously the Rascals, they all came together because they want to do things together. And now you got Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, and Mama Reed that are now part. All the only Rascals left now. Doing things for AW. And obviously Trey Miguel wants the Rascals to do their thing wow him, and if we're able to support them, support the Rascals. It's basically what he said when on the by the time he knew he was gonna get let go.
Yeah. Yeah, it really sucked. Because I heard that he had like at first I thought it was like an injury thing, and and then I saw that he said he was taking a break, and then I hear he got released, and I was like, well, why did he get released for? He just came in, and then now I'm just hearing that it was because of some old tweets that happened. I was like, oh, not this again.
Yeah.
It's like did we not learn our lessons with freaking Jay Briscoe? Like, why? Like, that's the whole thing. I, I just don't like this whole thing of oh, he said some old tweets like years ago, so that should totally affect him on him being in AEW or something like that. So I always thought it was stupid, and not even just in AEW, just in general, because I think like I think him and Hart dealt with something like that, like with the Oscars. There's like some old tweets he did. He said, back in the day, that's not politically correct. It's like, bro, that was years ago. Like, come on, man. And it's like almost like what 6 years? 6 years now. Now in 2026, and if somebody brought that up, like, come on, bro. Now I don't know what the tweet was, because I was trying to look for it to see like what exactly it was.
It was
I
actually
couldn't
on
find it.
Facebook.
Okay.
There was some troll comment that he made on Facebook, or
Okay. But yeah, and it's funny because this is the second like Rascals members deal something like this. Obviously Nash Carter, aka Zachary once, he had to deal with this. Um, but he was able to come back. He was able to come back to TNA. Able to uh get back on his feet. He was able to make some appearances to WWE. So maybe the same thing will happen to him. You know, whatever the tweet was, I don't think it was worth him getting released.
No, it wasn't.
That's why I hate this whole cancel culture thing, bro. Especially for stuff like from like you know for like years ago. It's like you don't even know how the person is now. You don't know if they have the same like opinions, or you don't know if they've grown or what. You don't know that. Like people say and do stuff, stupid stuff all the time. But then we grow, we learn from our mistakes. It's like you can't learn from your mistakes anymore. You make one simple mistake, from the past. Oh, you deserve to lose a job because of some offensive stuff you said back then. It's like so stupid, bro. So stupid. And I know though, there's always a bunch of losers who's probably like that don't like a certain person. Don't like certain wrestlers or actors or whatever. They try to dig up something they could find to like try to ruin their image or whatever, and then stuff like this happens. It's like that's just like lame to me, bro. That's like loser stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but you have nothing better to do in your life to like try to ruin someone else's life because you have nothing going on. So yeah, yeah, man. Um, yeah, man. So yeah, Trey's gonna take a break. Wish him the best. You know, um, I guess on the bright side, now that the Rascals now a trio now, they can go over the trios. It's perfect for the trios titles. So, you know,
Yeah.
they'd be perfect for that division. So, you know, honestly, I would like to see them as trios champions.
Oh yeah. It's the Heyman and Just Be that
Yeah,
that
yeah. I mean, I
what
can
the
I can already tell that's not gonna last long. That's not gonna last long.
it's not good. The only reason I did it because how's it going?
Yeah, which I don't think I got a chance to talk about it because that was the last that was from the last BTA, right? About Powerhouse
Yeah.
Hobbs. Yeah, so I didn't know about him like leaving until after the match. Because I didn't because I heard that WWE wanted him, but I didn't know it's because that he was leaving or his contract was expiring. I didn't know. I don't know. I just thought WWE, they like Powerhouse Hobbs, so they if they would want him in the future. But now knowing that that was his last match in AEW, he's most likely not resigning. He's going to be a free agent. Now there's a possibility that he could be in WWE. So
Probably.
makes me wonder though, will they have him in NXT or they bring him straight to the main roster?
I think they should do NXT.
Yeah, because it makes me wonder because obviously I don't think a lot of people's going to know who he is. Maybe like if you take him to a certain crowd, like maybe like Canada or like New York or something, then if he be revealed, in WWE, then he'll probably get a decent pop. But besides that, yeah, I don't think a good amount of people knows who Powerhouse Hobbs is. So yeah, I think him going to NXT would probably be the better call.
Yeah, and he won't be that long either way. Because I think
Yeah,
just be him there for for a year, and then
yeah,
you come up to the Rumble.
yeah, basically, yeah. You can just be there for a year, maybe win some championships, maybe North American, NXT, and then bring him to the main roster. But we'll see. We'll see where he goes.
We'll see what he
Um,
does. Yeah. Hell, he's even into some of the speed championship too. When it comes to someone like him of his size, and when that's go up to someone like a Powerhouse Hobbs, and he could squash them, in seconds.
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, I'll give even putting the speed championship belt on over because of that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
NXT is doing. I mean, NXT is doing a decent job with it. They're doing a better job than the actual show was.
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. If he's gonna be another, elitist joining the E, and then the sickos be traitor. He's a traitor. Hope you fail.
Here we go.
And yeah, I some people's gonna be like that. My Paul Hobbs. Sure, I'm burning. He's a traitor. I don't rock with traitors. Power burn. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. All right. Uh, for Powerhouse Hobbs, yeah. Wherever he goes, either way, um, any company that will give him the right push, will deserve someone like Powerhouse Hobbs. Hell, even TNA will be a great for him as well.
Yeah. I mean, especially now when with a bunch of like teenage stars leaving, they need some more talent.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah. So if he does go to TNA, then that's fine. They need more
yeah,
talent. So
yeah. I hope they'll do a better job with the productions.
yeah.
But because they don't, Moose is right there. You defend TNA because you don't know how you don't know what was like to do production. So,
Yep.
but anyways, all right. Before we get to some fun topics, um, I'll briefly talk about this. WWE Unreal Season 2.
Okay. Yeah, I know some stuff that
Uh,
happened. I saw some clips.
yeah, I'm not gonna go through an entire. I mean, I will go to some things that I wrote down just to briefly talk about it. But episode 1, Becky Lynch upcomings when it comes to everything that she did in WWE and all that, right? That's one thing I noticed because they mentioned with her being one of the upcomings to be a big star from NXT, and they show
Mm.
obviously Becky Lynch, and then they show Charlotte Flair, they show Bailey, but they didn't show Sasha
Hmm.
Banks. But I'll get to what they did show about Sasha Banks later on.
Okay.
I like Like I guess she's not in the company anymore, but at the same time, like but she's also one of those stars too that came out to NXT and it was something in WWE, but for a reason they want to mention her. But they also can't mention her about what happened on episode 2.
Oh.
But we'll get to that. But you was gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say like we don't want to deal with the CEO, you know.
Yes, I guess. All right. And then the one thing I did took note of this episode 1 is that Becky Lynch when she came back, her contract she signed and when she came back, to the to the company, obviously last year when she made her resume return.
Yeah.
It might be her last.
Okay. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
This might be like her last year.
And I can see why because what comes to it because she doesn't want to be away from her daughter because her daughter will because
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw
That was maybe
saw on here, but she was crying when she had to see Becky Lynch go out there, because she had to leave,
yeah. That was the main reason why she
she
took a break in the first place.
she read and so one thing you cannot say is that she really loves her mom.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So,
I don't remember her name. I don't remember the woman's name though.
yeah, I
But
forgot. Yeah, I forgot the child's name. But, yeah.
yeah, but that's one that I noticed that I can see why Becky is probably gonna be gone once her deal's up. Now I don't know how they didn't really specify how long the deal's gonna be. I don't know because it's a 1 year thing, and then that was it. But I guess we'll find. I guess we'll find out eventually when they start answering more questions about this because after people seeing this like they're thinking to themselves, I wonder when her deal's gonna be up then.
Yeah, and when her time is up, they're never going to turn back to babyface, and then just an end off her
Yeah,
career as babyface. So
yeah, give her a final babyface run. If that's gonna be the end of her career and in wrestling.
yeah, and obviously I definitely see her being Hall of Fame because she was definitely a big star
Yeah.
for the women's division, especially the women's revolution. So
hmm
I can see her like adding her to Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And obviously the whole thing with this returning, it was a feel good moment. Um, and then we came to her turning heel on Live Valkyria. It was all just to get it was to try to get Live Valkyria over.
Yeah,
Minus the woo woo.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, hey,
um,
her feud with Becky, Lyra, the Lyra Becky feud was really good, especially for the, women's IC championship. It,
mhm.
add more weight, more prestige to that championship. Uh, I really enjoyed that feud. It really gave Lyra some time to shine. You know,
Mhm.
it really helped her out that year. So,
Yeah, and we'll get some more. We get some more of it later on. We can try to get her more over. Um,
uh,
which obviously she should be in a better position than she is right now. Live
yeah,
Valkyria, but unfortunately, it's a hit and miss with her sometimes.
I think
And we'll
they're
get to that.
I think they're waiting until I think they're waiting for the moment they have a tag team championship match, and then they lose, and then Bailey snaps, and then they have a match at WrestleMania. That's my prediction.
That's what I think they're probably gonna do it. They're gonna
Yeah,
have Bailey, be a heel.
yeah. So that's why they've been saving them as a team to you know for them to be a team for a while, and then once they lose a match, lose a championship match, Bailey snaps. You know,
hmm And then the final thing they talk about, that I saw they talk about here as well was the Gunther versus Pat McAfee match.
yeah, I did see that too.
Eh,
I did see Pat McAfee parts.
Yep. And all I can say is that it
You loved it.
happened, and that really much we can talk
Wow,
about.
it happened, and it was sickening.
I mean, it's not really much we can talk about this. Yeah, it was just something they wanted to do for Pat McAfee.
Yeah, and he did
Basically,
get praise, after the match, from John Cena and Triple H. So
yeah. and that was episode 1. We'll get to that. Now we get to episode 2, and this is where it starts to get a little bit, more serious.
Okay.
R-Truth, Road Dogg.
Getting rowdy.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yep.
So obviously, it just focuses a lot on R-Truth and what you did.
Mhm.
And also it just focuses a little bit about Road Dogg, about what he does, and also about what he was about as well, of his also upcomings in pro wrestling. Basically it comes to catchphrases and DX, promos, because it wasn't his wrestling, I'll say that much.
Oh yeah,
But not saying he's a bad wrestler, but we've seen
his promo skills was like the highlight of his career. The tag team champions of the world.
Yeah. And also they talk about with him being backstage part of the career team, which he's one of the worst things ever. And it shows how Schultz is too, by the way.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean, we already knew stories. We already knew stories of Road Dogg either way, but still,
it's like
especially how SmackDown was in 2025.
Yeah, Ferrari was like, "There's the proof. There it is, right there. They're showing us."
I mean, yeah, even though I didn't need proof enough of it already, but I'm glad they showed it because I'm like, wow, Road Dogg really has no good ideas.
Yeah, I'm glad they showed the proof. I already knew about it, but I'm glad they have the video evidence.
Oh man, but we'll go dive a little more into it when it comes to the whole R-Truth thing. I'll get to more of that when we get to it. Not so much a Road Dogg, but it was more so a Triple H. We'll get to that part.
Yep, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, and also I also got to mention, part of the critique, what I meant at the time, what I meant also saying as well, because he's one of the writers, of it.
Yeah.
Which again, one of the worst, head writers ever. Just look no further than 2017.
Yeah, Road Dogg. Oh, yeah, boy, boy. The left side.
If you thought 2025 was bad, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no.
2017.
Nah, especially with Vince around. Yeah, nah, it was worse.
Yeah.
The less I remember, the better.
Yeah, and they gave us one of the worst SmackDown pay-per-views ever in Backlash. I mean,
Battleground. Yeah, when they brought back the Punjabi prison match with Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton.
The only thing that was great about that pay-per-view was the tag team match with Usos and New Day.
They were literally New Day and the Usos and AJ Styles were carrying SmackDown.
Yeah, they were.
They were literally carrying SmackDown.
And even Kevin Owens,
and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn too. When they were the team, but that was about it.
So R-Truth talked about he didn't talk about it, but it was basically it was one of his first promos he mentioned his childhood hero, John Cena.
Okay.
And I remember Bruce Pritchard on there, talking about it. He's like, R-Truth's older than Cena. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. Tell us something that we don't know.
It's like, you didn't even tell us. We know. That's the joke. That's the joke. You'd have to explain it to us. Well, I mean, that's a joke for those. If y'all don't understand. It's like, nah, we get it. We get it.
We get it. But anyways, so now let's get to this part. This was a part where we get to R-Truth, facing his childhood hero John Cena, who's a heel, by the way. But the one thing I didn't notice here, as I'm watching the entire show, other than they mentioned the last part of it from episode 5, which was the final episode for season 2, is John Cena heel turn. The John Cena heel runs, I should say. They didn't really dive into it that much of it, to be honest with you, unless I didn't really pay attention to it because I didn't really give a shit because I thought the entirety of this show was boring. And those are things I didn't really care to listen to. That's probably another reason why too as well. But nevertheless, so we get to this John Cena versus R-Truth match at that obviously that we all know that happened as Cena's main event, where it was going to be Ron Cena, because R-Truth is Ron Killings.
Yeah, get it?
Yeah, so he's Ron Cena. He's basically the brother of John Cena, and that's what for the crib people, in the in the room. Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, I can't remember who else was in there.
Mhm.
Now think about Triple H. I don't think he was there. It was more so a Road Dogg being there, and he was talking to him do some Zoom call, whatever it was. I don't know. And they were discussing that Road Dogg said that R-Truth wants to cut his hair. So basically, he wanted his hair cut.
Even before.
Even before.
Oh wow.
And Triple H and Triple H on the call was getting upset with all this. Like, why we do that? Like why are you getting upset with that? Like,
why you want to cut his hair? That's my thing. You're trying to steal my flow? Wow.
Why'd you cut your hair then?
Because it fit the corporate gimmick. Only I can do that. That's why.
I'm like, okay, so he must cut his hair. Like, so what?
People like him don't deserve to cut his hair. Oh no.
Oh God. Yeah, especially if you get the hairline wrong.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I like why they making why is Triple H making a big deal out of this? That's my takeaway. Don't know. Like, why is he making a big deal out of this? Like, just if he wants to cut his hair, let him cut his hair then. Like, what? Yeah. You're becoming Vince now. Are you gonna hate someone cutting their hair now? Like happened with Rusev. Remember that story?
Yeah, I remember hearing that story.
Oh my God, Rusev! How dare he cut his hair? Because now that's it. Your push is over.
Yeah. You push it over because you cut your hair. Yeah. Could you imagine if freaking like Bray Wyatt at the time cut off his beard? And it's like, you know what?
Oh
You push
God.
this over. You push this over since you cut your beard. It's over.
Yeah, and plus he will look kind of awkward. But
Yeah, he would, but like still.
oh man. But I like, wow, they're he's getting all worked up, because R-Truth wanted to cut his hair. So obviously that didn't happen.
Does work for me, brother.
And I get why he wanted to cut his hair, because John Cena is not known to have a long hair or whatever. So R-Truth basically R-Truth wanted the blend to be Ron Cena, and Ron's because being Ron Cena, you got have a little gotta have short hair. Even though I really don't get the whole stick of it when it comes to someone who's older than John Cena is John that John Cena is his childhood hero, but the match obviously the match happened with those two, and obviously we all know Cena won because shenanigans and all that, whatever. And then we get to a part where Ron Killings of his release, and I gotta say something about this when it comes to this, because it wasn't so much that R-Truth was getting released. It was more so of they're not going to renew his contract.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that was the takeaway with all this, and and the clip that Triple H that we saw on Raw, when it came to the whole premiering the Unreal episodes. That was one of them. That Triple H, the clip that showed Triple H saying that he was not released. Yes, I did get a little upset with that he didn't get released. I thought what he was referring to was that what we came to leading up to him returning after they're like a renewed contract. That's what I thought it was going to be. After looking at the episode, I'm gonna take back my hateful comments about Triple H on that night of it, and say that Triple H is right. He was not released because if he was released, then he would have been released. No, they just told him that they were not renewing his contract, and Archer took it as they released him. And Road Dogg heard about the news, and obviously Road Dogg was tearing up. Now during that time when we heard about R-Truth that he was not going to be renewed of his contract, um everyone had felt different of felt very sad of it that he was going to be let go, and then they're not going to bring him back. Me, I didn't feel anything at all of it because of his character that they have him portrayed as. Uh, and other people, I was basically saying, people need to calm down because R2's character. I know R2 was a funny guy. He's a nice guy and everything, but and all that. I get that. He's a joy to be with, which it's not it's no life there, no life tested there when it comes to that. I didn't feel it at that time. I had to watch this episode and see Ron Taylor talking about it, and then Raw Dog tearing up is when I felt it.
Yeah, especially Road Dogg, because I know they were really close. Obviously with the getting rowdy, stuff, and even in TNA,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Three
but,
Live thing, with
yeah,
Conan. Yeah, so they were really close. Obviously they're good friends. So yeah, imagine hearing that your best friend, is getting released. You guys, meet each other almost like every week, and then we get the news that, hey man, I just got fired, or my contract's not, they're not gonna renew it. Like that would suck. So
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, man. So yeah, for those that are wondering, when it comes to me burying Triple H, I can't bury Triple H for this one because again, he what he said on when they showed the clip of what Omer is gonna show you what Triple H said that he wasn't released. Yeah, he was right. He wasn't released yet because his deal was not up yet because it was just a matter of he's not gonna be renewed. They so I can't really hang on Triple H on that one when it comes to it. But I'll get to more of it later, by the way, when it comes to it. So
Yeah,
after that was
mates.
after that was talked about, Naomi story was talked about here, and they talk about her upcomings. And yeah, Naomi talks about being part of the Datos and then she does multics as well. Feel the glow.
Oh, you're talking Naomi now.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't see.
Trinity.
Yeah, I didn't see those parts, so I don't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, but they just about one thing. They talk about where her and Sasha Banks walked out.
Ah, okay.
So they mentioned Sasha Banks on here when it comes to her walking out. But they want to talk about Becky, when Becky was talking about her upcoming for NXT with what comes to Charlotte and Bailey, they want to lump Sasha Banks and that whole character with with her being a big star, in WWE with her name. But here we're gonna talk about her, walking out.
Yeah, she took her ball and went home.
That is rich. That is such rich. Oh yeah, does it say, by the way, the one that walked out on us, she's not in AW, so yeah, that's why we didn't want to talk about her success in WWE because she's unprofessional. Ah,
She is. Tell me one don't lie, so.
but I'm surprised by the way when they show this whole thing, when had Michael Cole and Corey Grace on that day, that night I should say, when they announced that Sasha and Naomi walked out. I'm surprised they they put the whole clip in there where they they said that they were unprofessional. Remember that was the line they gave Michael Cole. They say that they were unprofessional for walking out during the show. But then we get to a part where Naomi does return, and then from there being with Bianca Belair, Jay Cargill, and then she sees the friendship that those two were developing. She didn't like it, and she did what she had to do to Jay Cargill. I still believe that Jay Cargill tripped and fell onto the vehicle, but that's but but this led to Naomi turning heel because the whole glow thing was only against you so far. So she did turn heel, which it leads to her to Money in the Bank, and she does win Money in the Bank. She wins the briefcase, and on the same night of Money in the Bank, R-Truth returns, and this is where we get to this part where R-Truth returns, where people
Yep.
that were in the know did not know about your R-Truth returning. The only person that Triple H let know of these things were like Bobby Roode, Bruce Pritchard, I think someone named Ed.
Okay.
And they show this guy Ed on the show. I can't remember his last name, but there's some guy named Ed who's part of the writing team as well.
Okay.
But John Cena and Cody Rhodes were the only two that knew about this. Jey Uso, Logan Paul, Road Dogg, and whoever else that didn't know about this did not know.
Okay.
So Road Dogg was he talked about he didn't why didn't tell him, but then again he's like I'm glad you didn't tell me because because he loved the reaction.
Yeah.
So then Triple H goes to R-Truth, and also Nick Khan was the reason why R-Truth is back, by the way, because Nick Khan was also on this episode. Wasn't being interviewed, but he was but basically they show clips of him being there. And yeah, he's the reason why R-Truth is back, not because Triple H.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you understand because Triple H has some was with R-Truth and Gorilla, right? And R-Truth is hugging Triple H and all that, and Triple H is like I'm happy here. It was nothing personal. This is being and blah blah blah.
You telling the truth.
And I'm like, sure you are. If you really are happy that R-Truth's here, then what happened to the Ron Killings push? What happened to I'm driving now?
Well, we didn't know where to go with it, so
yeah, they don't know where to go with just like they don't know where to go with the John Cena heel turn. The heel run.
Yeah, we didn't know where to go with it, so let's just turn babyface and SummerSlam. We don't need to explain it.
John Cena knew where to go with it, and it showed.
Yeah.
My God, man. And then finally, R-Truth comes here. So Triple H had no problem of R-Truth coming here now, but but during the creative team, with Road Dogg and others over there, he had a problem with that.
Well, I mean, he asked me personally, so I was like, all right, if you really want to do it, you can do it.
And that was the only creative thing that really had people in shock that he cuts hair on live TV.
Yeah, I mean that was shocking because we've been so used to him having dreads, having long hair for years. So yeah, it definitely was shocking.
And yes, and for us been watching, yes, they didn't do shit with R-Truth because he ends up being back to being the goofy self.
Yeah, I mean, there's times where he gets serious, like a little bit nowadays. Like you'll get little glimpses, but that's about it.
Yeah,
it was really like wasted potential. Like they could have had him, especially since he was attacking Johnson. They could have had him had a match in the pay-per-view at least. I know it wouldn't have lasted that long either way, but like you could have gave him more time to do the Raw killings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was season 2 there. Episode 2, I have to say, for season 2. Now, episode 3, they focused a lot about Paul Heyman and the Vision. Not too much, but basically, they brought them up when it comes to them. They're going to be focusing on them more than anyone else that were on here. But but they also give some other ones of some credit as well, and some like, for example, Penta.
Okay.
They did talk about Penta a lot on here, and Chelsea Green.
All right.
And also there's something for this episode, because to happen with LA Knight. We'll get to that.
Oh, I know. I know this.
Yes. So, Chester Green had to lose the title against Selena Vega, and and looking back at it, yeah, it was the worst decision ever because Selena Vega was one of the I mean, you can make a case with Julia as well with her first reign because they didn't do shit with her over first reign, but you can make a case, of one of those two having one of the worst title reigns of women's United Championship history.
Yeah, because they didn't really do much with it.
No. And then I find this funny, by the way. So they bring up, because they're going to do this main event with those two, which, this is where the match fell downhill. Because of what Cena Vega did. So, but before we get to that part, they talk about the creative teams. They talk about Chelsea Green versus Cena Vega for United States Championship, the Women's United States Championship, where if they put the belt back on Chelsea Green, who do we have up for her next? Are we gonna have her face on like maybe a Jade Cargill, a Bianca Belair, even though she wasn't really active because she was still injured, out. They brought someone else, and they even brought up Tiffany Stratton, who was the women's champion at the time. And I'm listening to like, why was Tiffany Stratton, who's the women's champion, got to the women's United States Championship?
To be Tiffy two belts.
It'll mean something if she got to the Women's World Championship from Raw. That was she could, be the undisputed women's champion.
No, that's too much diversity. What?
Wow. I'm like, are you serious? Like, she doesn't need the women's championship belt. What are you talking about? What are you talking about Tiffany Stratton for?
Well, come on.
Hey, Cargill.
Come on. She would be like Seth Rollins, when he won the WWE and United States Championship. We'll do that, but with Tiffany.
Well, you put more thought. You're getting more credit than anything when it comes to that. But
and we'll have Martha Stewart. We'll have Martha Stewart freaking cost someone. We had John Stewart, and then we're gonna have Martha Stewart.
Oh God, man, terrible.
Oh God, that was so garbage. Yeah,
that one. But I'm not saying that Tiffany doesn't deserve to be the World Championship champion. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she's already a champion. Like she already got that off her plate already. Like
yeah.
This is the creative thing we're doing for SmackDown. Like you know what you could have done? Brought up one women's to SmackDown.
Yeah, which I think they're starting to do a little bit now.
Yeah, but it's too little, too late there because they should have been done this.
Hey, better late than never. Better late than never, Mark. Be patient. Wow.
Yeah, better than never. It's like better than like never than promote the Rumble, where everyone is now the Crimson to be in the Rumble.
Hey. Be quiet. Wow.
Oh man. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious when they got to this part of that segment of this episode. Like wow, during that time they could have really brought someone new to the scene instead of going back to Michin and beefing.
Oh wow.
So we had the match with Selena Vega and Chelsea Green, where Chelsea Green got her nose busted open because Selena Vega, when she busted this 9, and we all remember how that happened. She busted, and then she tried to really connect with it, but the problem with that is she connected, but it made Chelsea Green bleed.
Oh man, yeah, we should have had a undashing Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green.
That would have been something.
She would have made it work, definitely. She would have made it work.
Yeah. Maybe they could have done some of that program, but instead they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So, it could have been something like that because they try to portray Selena Vega as the raw material of the women's division, which obviously is it's not working.
Yeah, now she's the Scarlet of the women's division
now she's a Scarlet with her Karen Cross, which that's also not working either.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not working.
Oh, you think it would work, but no, it's not. It's not really hitting like they think it would.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that they're together,
Yeah,
But,
I like it together.
But yeah, it's just not working. Unfortunately,
No.
I wanted it to work, but
yeah, exactly. But also, I want to mention this. Just being talk about she's 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 got build a new home in Florida. You have someone who's from Canada, and she's
okay.
envisioning what she's envisioning some rooms that's going to be what comes to this. I'm like, wow, awesome. And then what comes to her having kids, I'm like, oh, well, let's not get there. Let's not get there yet, yeah. Let's not have kids yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do it. Like yeah, let's not get there. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that.
Work on your new home first, because it's not complete, obviously, but work on your new home first.
Yeah, it's not complete. Exactly. Yeah.
And then we'll go back to you again, kids.
Yeah.
But yeah. And especially with Mrricanjay back now in WWE, there are times to do it somewhat later on down the line. So
I definitely want to see them together, Mrricanjay and Chelsea Green, like how they were in the Indies,
Oh yeah.
I want to see that.
Don't be crazy if they don't do that.
Yeah, they got to do it, bro.
Even the secret harvesting is not doing good at all. Especially one on Piper Niven might come back.
Yeah, because I think it's like neck injury.
Yep, a neck injury.
Yeah, so.
And the same Piper Niven who saw a tweet from Rodrigo about on the same week that Scott Fletcher landed on his head, she tweeted saying, I'm fine, but I wish I was better. So yeah. She basically what she's saying there is that it's not a good thing to land on your head and to be taking all those type of risks. That's basically what she's saying.
Yeah, because and that's what it's shortening your career or worse.
Yeah, and then comes to Ivar because he tweeted something about that son as well because of what we were saying.
Oh yeah, because I remember
he says
I remember hearing that he got paralyzed in one spot. Like I remember he said this in an interview that he hit a move or something and he couldn't feel anything. It was bad.
And still to this day, he would get some type of nerve from his hands, something like that. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what Rigo's point. What happened with Kyle Fletcher. And yes, and Kyle Fletcher, yes, he didn't double down or bash Rigo for it. What comes to what he said.
Yeah,
he took it to heart what was said, and he gave his thoughts about it, and that's also the way to go the way he said it. Kyle Fletcher. I just hope
he could have been shut up, old man. Well,
yeah, he could have done that, but I'm glad he didn't do that. So
yeah,
unless you be someone like a Darby Allin say he's still or Jack Perry too. I still want to do what I want to do.
Yeah, real glad.
I don't need to listen to these bets.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, so division. They showcased Broderick being part of the division. The night he Spear. Yeah. The night he was in the hoodie, Spear Roman Reigns, and he revealed himself to be part of the division.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson Reed ends up showing us as main event. And I guess charged him to Jey Uso or was it Roman Reigns? Can't remember. But that also qualified him to be part of the division.
Mm-hmm.
And then Money in the Bank. You get Chris Park producing the Money Bank match for the men's, and you could tell he was excited to comes to producing this match. He was thinking some things what they could do in this match, and based on how we saw the match itself, I'm like, holy shit, this is a damn good match that they produced. And little did we know that it was Chris Park who for the Abyss.
This is my brother. Chris, a bit.
Yeah, this. But yeah, it was Chris Park who produced the match, and
Mhm.
it was going well until
Yeah.
the finish.
Yeah.
So the finish was it was told by LA Knight and Seth Rollins. Comes to the spot, and the spot was LA Knight was supposed to meet Seth Rollins on the ladder because Seth Rollins was right on the ladder to get to the briefcase, and LA was supposed to meet him up there, and it was basically put both men over to elevate both of them, and LA was obviously going to knock out Seth Rollins off the ladder, and Seth Rollins was going to try to recover from it, and then when Seth Rollins was going to knock off LA Knight, and then Seth Rollins obviously because Seth Rollins was going to be the guy to win either way. I still would prefer LA Knight, but I figured that it was going to be Seth Rollins because my thinking at the time, Seth Rollins wins the briefcase. He's going to catch it on the whoever's going to be the world champion and become the world champion, which is going to lead to him going to WrestleMania as the world champion against Sami Zayn, win the Rumble, and then that could have been Sami Zayn finally getting a win over Seth Rollins to be the world champion.
Okay.
That would have been an idea of my idea of how we would have went to WrestleMania. But things things changed obviously. Seth Rollins got hurt. Sami Zayn was ends up being on SmackDown. So yeah, things they changed later on. But the point is, Seth Rollins was going to win the match either way, and that was supposed to be the spot that was supposed to happen every night, and Seth Rollins battling on top of the ladder and all that, right? Instead, Chris Park is wondering where's LA Knight because Seth Rollins was ready to come to the ladder. He's like, where's LA Knight? He's late. And you can see Triple H being upset too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And like he gets in there, he pulls off Seth Rollins off the ladder, and Chris and Hunter, they were backstage. They were not happy.
No, they were not.
And to be honest with you, I wasn't happy either. I'm actually on Triple H side here.
Yeah, for once, I'm on your side, Triple H. It sickens me, but I'm on your side.
I mean, yeah, it does sicken me, but yeah, LA Knight was late, and then he didn't follow the script.
Yeah.
So obviously the match was over.
It definitely looked off. Like when you look back at it, yeah.
Yeah, it did. And then obviously Seth Rollins won. He won the briefcase, but even Seth Rollins was upset.
Yeah.
And also LA Knight, because I remember Omega Red sharing what was shared to me because again I didn't see the show yet, so I saw I didn't read what was either. Also, was a picture of LA Knight. Also, was a picture of LA Knight, squatting down, looked like he was crying, but again it could have been sweat. But part was crying because what happened. And I can see
why. Wow.
I can see why because Triple H was turning him off. He's like, it would got you. It would got it would elevate you. It would elevate Seth Rollins and all that. Even though Seth Rollins was very elevated, but still.
Yeah.
And I was just saying there, just taking it like, I can't feel bad for LA Knight. He screwed up.
He messed it up, yeah.
And yeah, again, it sticks to me that I got Triple H over here, but he's right. Triple H was right.
When Ellen and I returns, we're going to do a storyline on who attacked Chris Parks and Triple H. Yeah. And for those who actually watched the Unreal, like I think we know who did it. I think we know.
Oh man. Now we still enjoy the match either way.
It did. Good match. Yeah.
It still felt it didn't feel too awkward to us, but we did feel a little something when it came to it. But we still enjoyed the match for what they gave us. But those for those that produced the match, they were not happy of it, and you could see that they were not happy with how the match ended.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the best I can say about that is that Bruce Pritchard didn't try to bully Chris Park for that thing. So, and also Triple H says to Chris Paul, Chris Paul was apologizing to Triple H, right? And it's like, it's not your fault, man. You can't go, you can't go out there and and to do the spot. It's dumb. They had to do the spot, which I thought that was funny, by the way. For again, for someone who I don't find that funny in Triple H that much, I thought that was funny when Triple H said there. Like, you can't go out there and make it better. You can't go out there, and do a job for them. They gotta do it. So yeah. So yes. But is that an excuse why LNet should be buried the way he got buried? No, that should be no excuse at all for LNet to be buried the way he's being buried. It happens, But at the same time, again, LNet he knew what the finish was, and he didn't come fully to the finish that he should have redid, and yeah, so all right, episode 4 now. They talk about Paul Heyman here. What comes to talk about kayfabe in a way, right? Basically, this was the episode where because we seen clips of this, and I'm pretty sure you did, Jake KP as well, where Paul Heyman saying, "I hate this show, to be Unreal," because they talk about things that you shouldn't be talking about, because if you do, you'll get your ass kicked. That was the old days of pro wrestling. This day and age, no, that does not happen unless you're Jim Cornette. Then yeah, but I find it funny that Paul Heyman is saying all this, right, on the show that he hates, but you're on the show that you hate talking about this. I mean, as long as the checks are clear, right? I guess. Oh man. But Paul Heyman's about to what is the thing that they do in pro wrestling when it comes to make it look real. Well, it comes to a storyline, I guess, whatever. I don't remember how he worded, but in a way, like the whole rules of the century, thing, like this is all ruse. For example, he talks about Kevin Nash from WCW, coming out in a wheelchair, with his leg being bandaged up, only to find out, because he got a blanket over it, that he's not in the crutch. I mean, he's not in the a brace, let's just say. I mean, a bandage, a leg that's all bandaged up. I meant to say, he's not in a wheelchair. He's not crippled. It was all a ruse. He's not hurt. He's fine. He's out of the wheelchair. He's going to kick some ass. And then we have and he talks about the Great Khali, which JKP talks about this a lot, because of the Great Khali, doing the vice grip for Rey Mysterio Jr. on that SmackDown with Mysterio. Yep. Yes.
Mm-hmm. The one where I got traumatized, where it looked like he squeezed the life out of him, and his blood was coming out of his mouth, and I legit thought Rey Mysterio died. So I mean,
so they showed it. So yes, they show that part of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow. And then
wrestling scared me.
Yes. And then they show another ruse of the century. Vince McMahon being blown up in the limousine.
Oh boy! Wow, they showed that, really?
I can't. They literally show that.
Wow.
Of all things they show that.
I think people would really fall for that, brother.
I mean, yeah, it's just like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But then he talks about the one thing that was also a ruse of the century, the Sandman. And I knew he was talking about with this one. The whole thing with Sandman, his eye gets burned with a cigarette by Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And yes, with him, his eye getting all bandaged up and everything, because he's blinded. Only to the reveal that once he returns, was supposed to be him not supposed to retirement, and his former manager, woman, rest in peace, Nancy. Basically distract Tommy Dreamer, only for Sandman to reveal that he's not blind and attacks him with a candlestick.
Yep.
And yes, and that was a great that was a great move too, by the way. You want to talk about rules of the rules of the century? That was a rules of the century right there.
Yep.
And then we talk about Joey Rowe.
Yeah. I know Joey Rowe was going to be in Unreal season 2.
Yeah, which I was very pleased because Joey Rowe, talks about his goal was to lose weight because he wanted get in the ring.
Which he did.
Yeah, and it's obviously because of what happened from last year's SummerSlam, from 2024, where I'm assuming it was that year where he confronted Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I remember.
Uh,
No, I remember Austin Theory was there. Like, remember they called him the belly swole. You remember that?
oh yeah, that too. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah, it's not. I think it was. Joey Rowe. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
yeah,
thought it was. I don't know. I thought it was Dominic.
yeah. Because
I
I
thought
think it's
it was.
8 now under, and like I think Austin Theory or Chris Paul called him like belly swole, which I thought was funny. And that's when
Yes.
Billy Roll like attacked him, did like a choke
Yes.
slam, I think. So yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what Joey Rowe. On that day, Joey Rowe wants to want to try want to get in the ring.
And he got that
Not
from that moment.
not obviously not to be a full time wrestler or anything, but when it comes to celebrity appearance or wrestling thing, yeah, he wants to do that. But he wanted to lose weight, and that's what he did. He started working hard on losing weight, and then he talked about your training with at the PC with some NXT wrestlers like Stacks, Tank Ledger, and who was there was Matt Bloom. So this episode was already a winner when we had of this man explosion of his limo, and unfortunately Roman Reigns not here. Yeah, but when it comes to his favorite, Albert Tensai, Mr. Tattletale, who got Mandy Rose fired.
A train, or should I say a snitch?
Yes. And then we get to the part where Triple H, Bruce, Bobby, which is rude, Ed, LA Knight, but in a way that he knows, but he doesn't really know the full story of it. Paul Heyman, and also Triple H trusts Cody Rhodes, who's the face of the company now, to not say anything about what they're going to do with Seth Rollins. And you know what I'm talking about. The whole knee buckle against LA Knight at Sans Mammoth. So yes, so Cody Rhodes, had to keep it a secret, so that Triple H had to trust Cody Rhodes, to make sure that's that's the same thing, because he wants him to know what we're doing. He wants to create the ruse of the century for Seth Rollins. Not even the referee, Jessica Carr, which we all know Jessica Carr is always in these type of situations. It doesn't happen. It happens very often, by the way, with Jessica Carr. Like with Shane McMahon, the whole thing with returning his quad against the Miz of WrestleMania. Jessica Carr was a referee. And I'm pretty sure there's other instances as well where wrestlers get injured in the match. And I think the one that also recall is Liv Morgan getting injured, having a shoulder being removed, whatever. After that simple spot that she took from Kyrie Sane. I think Jessica Carr was involved with that too, of the referee. But Jessica Carr is always known often to be in this type of situations. But in this situation, it was different because Seth Rollins was not really hurt. It was all part of their plans, of what they want to do. So Jessica Carr did not know about this at all. She did her part very well, where she really thought it was real. That was Seth Rollins. Even the doctors know that, and they really played their role. And Seth Rollins did a great job of keeping all things a secret. Other than telling his daughter what comes to he's got fake boo boo. So Io Sky. Let's talk about Io Sky of our upcomings as well. And I guess this is one of the things that that Vince Russo was calling Triple H out over because of Io Sky, whatever. Again, I really don't know much of what Vince Russo said about it. I didn't see anything what Triple H did here because we're getting the Io Sky.
I think it was because the hug.
All big fucking world. Triple H hugs everyone.
Yeah, he's cheating. Well,
Oh my god. So yeah, but Io was going into Evolution 2, which they also talk about a little bit about the show, where they talk about one of the best matches on the show. Becky Lynch, La Valkyria, and Bayley, the best triple threat matches of 2025. One of the best triple threat matches, I should say, because you also have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Becca Belair. So they did this match, and just also to get La Valkyria more over in this match, and they did until we get to SummerSlam, which we'll get to episode 5. And then talk about Jade Cargill versus Naomi, their match with Bianca Belair being referee, where Naomi lost, who's supposed to be Miss Money in the Bank, but she lost. I still disagree with her losing. But then we get to the match with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, where we did the cash in, and they did a best editing job to make sure because remember, if you remember watching the show on that night, Evolution 2, there was some miscommunications there of the cash in. So they did the best editing job to make sure that part was not look better than it was live at the time. But Naomi cashed in and she won, and everyone was happy. Everyone was happy that she won because this was a long time coming for her to be cashing in. No one didn't know about her being that she's going to cash in on the Women's World Championship because we all thought it was going to be for the WWE Women's Championship.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. But no, she cashed in on the Women's World Championship, and then she won it.
Yeah. So yeah, all her hard work has finally paid off. Looking into it. And unfortunately, we already know it didn't last long.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy, what you doing?
They proceed with caution.
Oh man. I just want to point out, by the way, when Naomi had her briefcase, she was packing her stuff, in her briefcase, and then her contract, right? She's basically packing a lot of things in her briefcase, for something that she got luggage for, by the way. But she, but she she got some things she want to put in her briefcase, and then her contract, and then Jimmy said, "Oh, one thing," and that as a figure of me, they could think of me loose.
I remember like CM Punk said that he would pack up his gear in the Money Bank briefcase.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, nothing wrong with another pair of a carry.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun with Jim Uso did giving her an aspect of him to think of him. Now see, that's the right Uso you should have pushed.
Wow.
That's the Uso you should have pushed. By the way, they didn't mention much about Jey Uso on the show. On this episode, I should say. I mean, not episode. I'm talking about the season itself.
Yeah.
And I think myself, well, other than him being Gunther, for the world title, which led to Gunther go after, the commentators. But no episodes whatsoever. I never talk about Jey Uso that much. Like, I wonder why. Besides, and also besides, the Ultimate R-Truth returning. But like, I wonder why. Because the wrong Uso got pushed. Take that. Anyways, now we get to the final episode 5 of season 2, Unreal. They talk about the 2 nights of SummerSlam. Jelly Roll campaigning to lose. Because the whole thing where celebrities comes in and they always win matches, which is true. That's been done so many times. But Jelly Roll did not want to do that. He wanted to lose. Because he felt beating on the talents in WWE right now is disrespectful. Wow. good on him. And obviously we all saw how that performance was. Obviously Joey Rowe did a decent job. He he really did. It really showcased what that he was more to take a lot of risk in the ring and do a lot of things that celebrities want to do. Travis Scott.
No boy. What are you talking about? He took his crossroads. He took a spot.
Yes. Oh man. So yes. But Jerry Rowe, props to him, man. And I'll love to see him back in the ring again.
Yeah, he did a really good job. SummerSlam, bro. I mean, bro, he was willing to take a freaking frog splash from Logan Paul to the announce table. So
yeah,
that's to let you know. He loves wrestling.
Hell yeah. So then we get to Punk versus Gunther.
Okay.
And they're being clued in about what's going to happen. So at this point of the on that day, the day of, now they know Seth Rollins was kayfabe all this whole time with this injury. At least that's what they're telling us. That's what it was. How it was going down. So the one producing the match was Bobby Roode, and obviously it's been a very damn good match with Punk and Gunther. All we have to do now is wait for Seth Rollins to finally to pull off the ruse of the century, and he did. And for those that believed it, good for y'all. If you believe that he really was hurt, I didn't buy it. I knew it was just gonna be a ruse of the century that they did. I mean, credit to them, they did a good job. They pulled it off. Even Seth Rollins pulled it off. Props to Seth Rollins pulling it off. Still boring, but he still pulled it off. And he became world champion. Now, obviously, in the last one, because obviously Seth Rollins got hurt later on. And a lot of plans changed during that time. Austin Theory was always held off, to be part of the division, which is why he was not part of War Games, sort of, because he was the masked man that helped division win. And there you go. And then we get to Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. They had that match on SummerSlam, and people did not like the match. I didn't think the match was bad, but because of the zip tie, the box zip tie that she got out of it, and then she put her she put it right back on it. That's what made it bad, by the way. And obviously, backstage people didn't were not happy with that, and even Lyra Valkyria was not happy with that. Becky Lynch wasn't happy with the match either because of that whole thing. So yes, everyone wasn't happy with that, but they try to up to to say it's whatever, man. It happens. A botch does happen sometimes. It's not like how happened with LA Knight, with the whole thing he screwed up on the finish of the Money Back Ladder match. It wasn't on that level, but unfortunately, that happened. And obviously Becky Lynch was not happy with when she confirmed Michael PSAs, and Michael Hayes tried to give the benefit of the doubt when it comes to it. Like it was good. It was good. And Lyra Valkyria, this is her chance to shine, right? Where the whole goal here again, the whole goal of Lyra Valkyria was to get her over. So, it doesn't matter if she will, even if she was going to lose, which she did against Becky Lynch. It didn't matter. At the end of the day, they could have made a big star out of Lyra Valkyria on their roster. She could have been one of those big stars, if it was done right. But based on that botch that was caught on camera, and people seen it, and then they called it out on it. Lyra Valkyria, it looked like the worst person to ever, because she got out of the zip tie, only to put herself back in the zip tie, and the camera seen the whole thing when it came to that. And Lyra Valkyria wasn't happy with that, and we saw for the when it comes to this episode, she was in tears, and she wanted Becky Lynch to know that she's sorry, and Becky Lynch was saying it's all right, and then Lara's basically saying no, it's not okay because I want you to yell at me. You tell me that that I screwed up, whatever, right? Because she just want say, oh, it's okay, you'll get next time. I feel bad for Lara Korea because this was her big break to finally get her moment here. This was the opportunity that they gave her to to really showcase of a character of a star that she can be, and she felt like she blew it, and I feel bad. I feel bad for Lara Korea because where she at right now, she's not in a great position right now. But they're trying like you Jaber say here. They're gonna try to get back to get Lara Korea back over with Billy because Billy's gonna eventually turn heel on her. That's gonna lead to a WrestleMania match. So hopefully that works. And hopefully if they do have a match, let's not have a street fight match. That's gonna involve zip ties. Okay, just saying. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena 2. They show John Cena, turn back to a big the babyface John Cena because they didn't really admit it on here. They didn't even want to talk about it on here. But we're gonna say it like we were all been saying it. It was one of the worst heel runs that John Cena ever had, and it's not even his fault.
We talking about Cena versus Cody too, right now.
Versus Cody Rhodes 2, where John Cena was wants to make up to Cody Rhodes after that disaster debacle mess that the creative had for John
Yeah,
Cena and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
yeah, god awful, terrible, trash main event match.
A dumpster fire.
The fiend. Garbage.
Yes. So yes, this is John Cena wants to repay Cody Rhodes for that. To go back to being the real John Cena, the babyface John Cena and all that, and before I get to all that as well, I also want to mention as well because John Cena confronted Lara Korea after her match as well. And basically, was calming down Mrricanjay because of her the matches she had with Becky Lynch on at SummerSlam as well. When it came to that street fight, and I would say that props to Cena for that for giving Mrricanjay that pep talk, because Mrricanjay was really was really down herself and really saying things to herself that it wasn't good. I'm not good enough and everything. And Cena was there to give her that that pep talk be, after her match, and so close to Cena for that. So the match, like I said, it was better than the WrestleMania match. My issue is it went too long because they were doing things that that looked ridiculous in the match. And I remember what it was. Don't come up from the stage. You know, the way it was done. I was like, come on, really? Was any of that really necessary? Like it just looked too goofy. But again, it was a far way better match than we had for WrestleMania. So, and in the end, it was about Kurt Angle going over, and Kurt Angle won, and he ends up being the guy going into 2026 as champion, until obviously McIntyre ends up beating him for the belt, which is the right move. But John Cena was giving his his final goodbyes, because it was his last SummerSlam match he ever competed, and he was getting Dick Cena chance and all that. And even for the first time around that time, I even said Dick Cena for that one, because I was not convinced. Because remember, Cena was was a heel, ends up being back to be a babyface. I thought he was just playing with us. I thought he was going to pull the ruse of the century. That he got us. He's still a heel. But no, he didn't. Yeah, he was back to being the babyface John Cena that he's always known for. And and then I remember saying, when we did the BTA show, talking about that event, I said thank you Cena for that. And I said I still hate you, but but not so much. So
I think it's great.
yes. So Cena did all that. And then you got Triple H talking, great moment, blah, 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 so some, blah, 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 blah. Then we get to something else happening, because Brock Lesnar returns.
The Beast, the Conqueror.
That's right.
The Cowboy, the Ultimate Farmer.
Brock Lesnar came back. He gives him that 5. You see a Cena fan on crying because of that.
Oh, was that Jaybird? Wow.
Wow. And then they ended from there, because the whole thing with Brock Lesnar coming back is going to be talked a lot more for season 3 of Unreal around SummerSlam of 2026.
Now that's going to be interesting. For that being a talking point, because that's going to be interesting. Because obviously, with the whole, legal trouble, allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if they're going to make reference of it or what. I don't know. But we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. And if anyone's wondering, will Brock Lesnar be on there? No, I don't think he is. Well, we're still talking about the number of names they gave him before he became Brock Lesnar. But if you ask if anyone's asking if will Brock Lesnar might be on there talking about something, no, because I don't think he cares about being on something like that. Talk about how wrestling works. I don't think he gives. I don't think he really gives a talk about something like that. You know. I mean, will he do it for a good payday? Probably. Like Paul Heyman here. Paul Heyman was on here. Even he hates being on there. Talk about something like this, but he's there for the payday. So if brothers and sisters be on here because talking about something, then it'll be because of the payday. So, but that being said, again, because the rest of this show, it was boring for the most part and all that. And the best part also, I forgot in one of the episodes they showed them, but we also saw in the background. I can't remember it was during our truth segment, whatever, backstage. I'm not talking about what comes to our pro wrestling segment. I'm talking about what comes to the show here, on Unreal. What comes to Arthur talking about someone or with someone, or it was someone else that was talking with someone, whatever. Maybe it was EO talking with someone. I don't know. Can't remember at all. But I remember seeing in the background was Scarlett and Karrion Kross, and that was it. And then after going through this episode, I'm like, the one person that they didn't talk about on here that should have been a focus on the show here was Karrion Kross. Makes me wonder, would it be mentioned season 3, or will it not be mentioned at all, because will it be confirmation that the whole thing of Karrion Kross and Scarlett not be mentioned at all for WWE Unreal is that they if they didn't want them, then that's it. They're not gonna mention them. They're not gonna have them be featured anymore. And they're gonna move on from them. And that should be actual confirmation there. But that for anyone that thinks that this will still work, that no, they'll eventually will come back and all that blah blah blah. Well, I don't think so, because based on what happened here, and no, it's not gonna be any Easter egg that Triple H is known for to do. I don't think it's that at all what comes to it. Just because to show Scarlett and Karen Cross in the background. That my thing is, what comes to it, they didn't come to agreement because fuck them, right? So, but that's basically it for that. So yeah, Unreal was boring like the first season. What it was, season 2 was no different, and season 3 is gonna bore us. When we get to the summer. So.
You're like,
all right. Now to close up, we're gonna do fun topics now. Which is not much, but either way, we're gonna set up right now. Oh, and before I do, I want. Well, actually, I'll do it next time. I was going to show but I'll do it next time. But all right, so we go in now to set this up. And by I saw something about someone debuting on, on AEW. I didn't see the show, but I heard from the grapevine that someone's there in AEW right now. So, what does that mean for AEW? Not much. So, but I guess we'll see how that turns out. But here we go, folks. Let's have some fun.
All right. So here we got his real name, Thomas Pestak. Who's how you say it? Obviously, Baron Corbin right here. We got all his names basically, Baron Corbin, Possible Corbin, King Corbin, Happy Corbin. It doesn't have it here, but bum ass Corbin, Bishop Dyer, and the Nomad Bishop Dyer. His name outside that really. So basically, you can pick like your top 2 favorite names. That's what like ring names.
Okay.
For me, I go Baron Corbin. I guess I go King Corbin.
All right. I'll go with Baron Corbin, and I'll go with Bishop Dyer because the other Corbin names that Corbin went with. I mean, not against King Corbin, but he was one of the worst kings next to Wade Barrett.
I got some bad news.
But yeah, it's been a wrong joke. I'll call him this Corbin, that Corbin, and whatever type of Corbin you want to call him. But bum ass Corbin, was clever.
Yeah. It was by your boy, Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. All right, next one.
All right, so here we got championships that got upgrades. That got upgraded. Obviously we got the WWF Big Eagle Championship. We got the Intercontinental Oval Championship. We got the Cruiserweight Championship from from 205 Live. When it went from 205 Live to NXT. And obviously we got the current Intercontinental Championship. When they added blue to the title. So basically, for this one, which two titles do you think had the best upgrade?
The Big Eagle WWF Championship and the Oval WWF Intercontinental Championship.
Same.
All right.
All right, so here we got custom microphones.
Oh.
Yeah, we got custom microphones. So, Jimmy Hart, we got, his megaphone, since he's from out from the South. We got the NWO microphone, for NWO members. Obviously, we got, Mr. Kennedy or Anderson, with the classic, microphone.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Miz, when he turns the W logo upside down to make it look like an M. We got Enzo and Cass, when they had the classic microphone. And obviously we got Kevin Owens, KO show microphone. So basically, which three do you think had like the best, custom microphone?
I'm gonna go with Jimmy Hart, Mr. Kennedy, and Enzo.
Same good.
The thing with what came to to Bischoff, Owens, and Miz, it's just missing one one logo for their microphone thing, whatever the thing's supposed to be when it comes to it, but.
All right, so here we got elbows, like elbow moves right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we got obviously the People's Elbow. We got the Bionic Elbow from Dusty Rhodes. We got the Ballin' Elbow from MVP. Ballin'.
Yeah.
We got the Bionic Elbow from Bully Ray. Bubba Ray Dudley. You. We got LA Knight's elbow drop. L.A. Knight. Yeah. Or L.A. Cry. Wah.
Yeah. Wah.
And obviously Omega's favorite, Cody Rhodes doing Bionic Elbow. What? For this one, you pick your top three, like elbow moves right here.
All right. It'll be The Rock, Dusty Rhodes, and MVP.
Okay. I go The Rock, MVP, and LA Knight. Marbles would be Dusty and Cody. Yeah.
All right. I mean, obviously, 6 of them is not bad. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, unless you're Omega, you think Carlos is bad.
Yeah, it's like Cody Rhodes disgraced that move. Wow. He ruined it.
Just like he disgraced Osprey's Oscutter into Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Cody Cutter.
No, that'll be someone. Oh, don't disturb me by the way he says it.
Cody Cutter.
My God. All right, next one. The Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So for this one, you can pick your top 3 favorite men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. Your top 3, for men and women.
All right, I'll go with 2001 Royal Rumble match. I'll go with.
Okay.
I'll go with the 1992 Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And I'll do one for the women's here. I will go with, for the women's, the 2024 Royal Rumble with Bayley winning it.
All right. For me, I go with the men's 2020 Royal Rumble. I'll go with the 2010 Royal Rumble. And for the women, I'll go 2023. The one the real one.
All right. Yeah, that'll be more humble when it comes to women's as well.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So for this one, you pick your top 5 greatest Royal Rumble returns, from the current, at the time, wrestlers. If they came back from injury or something, Yeah, so top 5 greatest Royal Rumble returns.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go. I go with the Big Show in I believe it was 2001, right?
Yep, 2001.
Yeah, 2001. Obviously, my boy John Cena, 2008.
All right.
I go with Mick Foley when he returned in the Royal Rumble in 2004. When he attacked Randy Orton. Two more. Let me think. I did like Sheamus' return in 2014. When he came back, because I think he was injured. So I'll go with him. Yeah, pretty good pop.
Okay.
And number 5. I'll go with Edge in 2010. Edge.
All right.
There you go.
All right. For me, I'll go with also the Big Show from 2001.
Where is the Big Show?
Yeah. I'll go with Undertaker for 2003.
Right. Okay.
I'll go with Edge from 2010.
Yeah.
I'll go with Chris Jericho for 2013.
Okay.
And let's see if I got one more. That'll be. I'll think about what comes to women's here. Let's see what comes to women. I can't remember what it was. It was Liv Morgan, I think, in 2024, right?
I think it was. I think it was 2024. I think so.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was 2024. Yeah, it was.
Yes, 2024, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, because I remember the last year, like Rhea, injured her, storyline wise.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, there you go. Next one. What the hell? I was like, I didn't play. I don't got that on my playlist. Wow.
All right.
All right.
So for this one, we got here we got some comic book suits right here from Spider-Man. What's the coolest Spider-Man suit right here? So we got Iron Spider, Huge Foundation, Armored Spider, and Spider-Man 2099. So you choose one.
Iron Spider suit.
I'm gonna go with Future Foundation.
All right. Yeah, that's cool in a way.
That's nice.
But yeah, there you go. All right. Jim Carrey.
Yep. So obviously Jim Carrey, in these movies in 1994, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. What's the last one right here? I can't remember.
I seriously have never seen this one. To be honest with you.
I can't remember. But basically you can pick like your top 2 favorite movies right here.
The Mask and Ace Ventura.
Yeah, same. Dumb and Dumber would be my honorable mention.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber honorable mention, but I seriously don't know what that one he was in. I don't recall. All right. So there's one more.
All right.
So obviously you got the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
You got the NXT Championship that's held by Bacon.
Yep, Bacon. Once again, your champion.
Yes. You got Drew McIntyre holding on to the not so WWE Undisputed Championship.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown. You got Yota Tsuji, who is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
You got Mike Santana, who's the TNA World Championship champion. You got Maxwell Jacob Freeman with his AEW Triple B Championship. You got Dominic Mysterio with his Triple A Mega Championship. You got
the AEW World Champion.
I mean, yeah, that too.
Yeah,
the AI.
Yeah, the AEW Mega Champion. Wow.
Oh my god, that was funny. But you got Bandito, who's the Ring of Honor World Champion, and you got Claudio Castagnoli, the CMLL World Champion. So, out of all these champions, is including Bacon. Who are your top 5 you know, best champions uh for for, for those promotions.
Oh, easy. Vacant, 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 vacant. There you go. But now, seriously, I'll go with CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Mike Santana, MJF, and Dominic.
All right. I'll go with Bandito from Ring of Honor, Dominic Mysterio from AAA, Mike Santana from TNA, MJF from AEW, and I'll go with CM Punk. My honorable will be Drew McIntyre.
All right.
All right.
I see we have some career-threatening matches right here.
Hell yeah. So, you have the one that's Jack versus Triple H, and which, by the way, it's not. They got this wrong, by the way. It's supposed to be No Way Out.
Yeah, Punk No Way Out. That's when his career was on the line.
Yeah. Unless AI got control of this, I don't know.
No boy.
You got Ric Flair this a great match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
You got Streak versus Career between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at WrestleMania. You got The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, which I can't remember what it was.
It was No Mercy. It was No Mercy.
Okay.
2016.
Yeah, basically Kyle versus Career because Dolph Ziggler was put career online. You have Nose Barred, where it was his last match. And he won the full with Triple H at WrestleMania.
You guys went back.
And finally, the one match that hasn't happened yet, what's gonna happen next week. You know, the next Saturday at Royal Rumble in Saudi. Rhea, AJ Styles, the his Korean line against Gunther.
And you know what? How ironic, because I didn't think about this at the time, but how ironic how it's gonna happen to Royal Rumble 10 years, since he debuted.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah. How many are you picking?
So all these matches, what are your top three?
Okay.
Now, even though the match styles and has happened yet, but still.
Yeah. Well, they kind of forgot one. Remember Macho Man versus Ultimate Warrior? That was a career threatening match.
I agree. It was a retirement match between those two.
Yeah.
That should be added.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick that. Because that was a really good match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously, the ending was beautiful. Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth reuniting. I'm gonna go with Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24, which was Ric Flair's last WWE match. And I'm gonna go with Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, which was Shawn Michaels' last WWE match. That was, and yeah.
All right.
I hate Undertaker for ending Shawn Michaels' career because he's my favorite. Yeah, he retired on my birthday. My 10th birthday, he retired. Shawn Michaels.
Wow.
Thanks a lot, Undertaker. That's right. I got over it.
All right. But I also go Ultimate Warrior versus Macho Man from WrestleMania.
All right.
Which was WrestleMania 7.
Yeah.
I'll go with Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 24. And for WrestleMania 26, career streak between Michaels and Taker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, when it comes to Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Who Roman Reigns is your Mount Rushmore of his rivals.
Okay. I'm gonna put Tater Tots, suffering or succotash. Nah. I'll go with Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and King Corbin. Oh, hell no. I'll go Jey Uso. Jey Uso.
All right. Okay. I'll go with King Corbin. I'll go with the fans.
Oh God.
I'll go. I'll go.
The fans.
But no, for
I'll go
mine, it'll
Shane
be
McMahon.
well, it didn't really last that long. I mean, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
fine, but it didn't last long. All right. But I'll go with Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens,
Okay.
and Seth Rollins.
All right. Yeah, Kevin Owens was my honorable mention. Band matches together.
Oh yeah.
Especially when he became the top piece.
Oh yeah. Even with Victor, yeah, it was some matches also. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right. And finally, guess the wrestler who was Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion with the penny belts, NXT Champion, Raw Tag Team Champions with those nickels and dimes, a two-time WWE Champion, a one-time World Heavyweight Champion, and the not so undisputed WWE Championship.
Drew McIntyre.
That's right, it is Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I can tell. With the NXT and the especially with the world title because Eddie held for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
We all know who to blame.
Yep. Mr. Pepsi
Because he's now currently the world champion.
Yep.
But I think that was Drew's fault because Drew egged him on.
Yeah, he couldn't let it go.
He couldn't let it go.
It's like how Roman could let it go. Ironic, they couldn't let go of, the rivals and they lost their titles because of that. Ironic. Same night.
There you go. All right. And that was pretty much it.
All right.
Now that's show. That's basically
That's all, folks.
And we got Friday to look forward to get back to watch along for Fast and Furious with the fate of the Furious.
Family.
Yes. And apparently, what Michael Red told me here, I'm going to be upset with this movie when it comes to someone.
Oh, boy. Yeah, but there's going to be a heel turn. You'll be like, what are you doing? Why? Tell me why.
Yeah. That's going to be something for me to see when it comes to that. But yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out on the Friday to see about that.
Yeah, we shall see.
But there you go, folks. So that was for this edition of Being the Asylum, episode 278. Next time we do an episode of Being the Asylum, that'll be episode 279. When that will be, probably during the weekend, maybe we shall see. But I appreciate y'all for being part, watching along of what we do here on Being the Asylum, and shout out to the True Jaber and Omega for being part of the stream with yours truly. as we pull out the show. I will bring back the show up again when it comes to Unreal with Omega Red. When it comes to it, because he gonna stick around to listen about things I was gonna say about Unreal. Because I was gonna surprise him when it comes to things I said about Triple H here. So I want to know how he would have reacted to it, but I guess we'll find out later on. Like the next BTA show, which again, it probably is gonna happen during the weekend, but we shall see. But in the meantime, folks, shout out to Tokyo with these comments here, and to Phoenix King for his comment as well in the live chat. So appreciate you guys for commenting in the live chat. Shout out to Tokyo and to Jogo Gamer, for being moderators for my channel, and shout out to everyone else that watched but didn't comment in the live chat. But if you feel like commenting in the live chat, please do so next time. Doesn't matter if it's gonna be on the watch along that we're gonna do for Friday, or we get to watch movies, or when it comes to BTA, and we're happy, especially when it comes to what we're gonna do for Rumble, for next week. We're gonna figure out what days to do it when it comes to it. But we'll try to get those done. We're gonna do it. Basically, we're just gonna watch 4 of the Rumble matches. The the 2 will be the worst ones that we're gonna sit through and watch again. And the other 2 is we're gonna rewatch the ones from last year when it comes to the women's and men's Royal Rumble of 2025. And then it's off to 2026 for Royal Rumble in Saudi, which is gonna be an early time. Because they're gonna be in Saudi. It's gonna be a different time zone when it comes to it. So that's so for us to look forward to watch as well. But for those all that watched but then comment in the live chat, please do so for next time. But make sure to keep things positive. Make sure to have a positive attitude, positive vibe, positive mood, positive energy. Show some positive love, support, positive peace. Make things cool, aloof, zen for all parties and all parties around to keep things in safe space for all of us. When it comes to chatting along, and if you want to do some trolling, do so as well. But make sure it's positive trolls and not negative trolls. So that being said, folks, for the Omega Red and the True Jaybird, it's the Natural Born Driller saying peace on the streets, be well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything that's going on. For I am out here on top for now, as a visual and Abdu with a goodbye and good night to all you to feel the burn. Until next time, folks, we'll see you on a Friday for the watch along for the Fate of the Furious, continuing of Fast 8, of the Fast and Furious franchise. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless, peace, and take care. For this was Being the Asylum, episode 278. And it was unreal. Take care.